Hello and welcome to the Last Minute Laura Show. It's the afternoon crochet along. Heyo! Hi everybody! Welcome back. Welcome. Hello. My throat, I have a tickle in my throat and I just coughed a bunch of times. So if I cough, I'm sorry. I tried to get it all out right before I hit go, but hello. If you're new here, hi. I'm Laura. This is the Last Minute Laura channel, and usually when you come here you can find me making something. Today I'm practicing my knitting and also prepping some future projects. So let me say hi to everybody who's in the chat to get started. By the way, we get together on Mondays and Saturdays from 1 p.m. till 5 p.m. Just to hang out, chat, do some crafting, and you know, overshare mostly, you know? Or just the right amount of sharing, maybe. I cleaned this morning, by the way. Not just this room. Maybe you can tell, maybe you can't. I vacuumed everything. I also cleaned the animal room, or the animal feed room, I guess. It's like got the chicken feed, the dog food and stuff, and all my plant stuff, so my plant room. And then I also, I'm going to be switching. Peekaboo has her own bedroom right now. We have 2 spare bedrooms and I want to move Peekaboo into a different spare bedroom, essentially. So now let me jump into the chat and say hello. Excuse me if you're wearing headphones, I'm so sorry. Hey Claudia, what happened to the last live? It ended early because I got all excited about some fostering opportunity / adoption opportunity. There was 2 Chihuahuas. Still haven't heard back from them, so don't get your hopes up, everybody, because I know I had a hard time falling asleep last night because I had my hopes up waiting for today to be able to call them again. I called again and didn't get through, so I left a message. Hopefully they will call me back. Kim's here. Hello Laura, hope you have a great day. Thank you. Hey Frida. Nancy's here too. Hey Nancy. And Crafty Goth is here. Hey Crafty. Hey Alcy. Hello Lita and Maggie. And Tanya's here too. Hey Tanya. Hey Angela. And Jessica. Hi Jessica. And Dina's here. How are you doing today, Laura? Doing well, thank you. What happened with the doggies? Frida? Nothing. Nothing yet, anyway. I hope they call you back. Me too. But they also just went in. Like, they were just taken in. So I imagine, like, they were put up on the adoptions. But there are a lot of dogs that have been up there for like months and months, so I'm sure they're not really like, I don't know, doesn't seem like it's a rush, at least for them. But even if they aren't ready to be adopted, I'd love to take them. Oh, I checked, by the way, they're not in a foster right now, they're actually at the shelter. On the website, it'll show on the actual Humane Society website that I was looking at, it shows if they're in foster care or if they're in the actual shelter, and these ones showed that they're both in the shelter. So even if they're not able to be adopted out yet, maybe they need a foster parent, because ew, Chihuahuas do not want to be in well, no dog wants to be in a shelter, but Chihuahuas are like awful with other dogs normally, you know. If you were meant to foster them, you will. I think so, Heather. I agree. You are knitting! Yes, Frida, I'm knitting. Dina, nice to see you knitting. Thank you. And Kim, too. I'm trying. I have a lot of this Bernat Handicrafter cotton, and it's making me want to try to knit like dishcloths, because I like how a knitted dishcloth feels and looks, but I'd also figured if I did a whole bunch of squares, I'll get better at it, you know? Sorry, I'll stop screaming now. Learn Continental. I tried it once and then I never tried again. What is the one that I'm doing right now? Manual? It's not automatic. I'm not a knitter, can you tell? Does my form give it away? The fact that I need to balance one of the needles on my lap and use the other one. It's like only one needle is in motion at a time. Look at, I did this. It took so long. Like, I can't even, it's embarrassing to tell you actually how long this took me to knit, but look, I knitted. Are you proud of me? I agree with that, Heather. For sure, knitted dishcloths are better than crocheted dishcloths. They're like stretchier and like somehow not daintier, but daintier. I feel like crochet ones, it's not the same, okay? Knitted ones are better. Not that I have that many, because the only knitted dishcloths I have, or knitted face cloths I have, I had to purchase because this is the speed at which I knit. But you can't get better at something until you practice. Practice makes progress, blah, blah, blah. I know. It's called picking. The way I'm doing it is called picking. I honestly, how do you hold just, okay, hold on. I'm gonna try not to do it that way. I'm gonna try holding it. Okay. Nope, this is terrifying. Nope, this is slower and harder and scarier. What if I drop it? Honestly, I almost dropped a stitch like 4 times, and each time it gave me like a mild panic, even though I'm aware that you guys were gonna be able to help me fix it, because you know all of the sciences of fixing a knitted thing. Oh, also I had a random anxiety attack last night and I couldn't fall asleep. Thank you. And I like woke Alex up and I'm like, I can't sleep. I feel like I'm panicking. And he was like, that sucks. What's going on? And I was like, nothing. And in my head I was like, I'm literally thinking about those 2 chihuahuas in a shelter and having an anxiety attack, worrying about what will happen tomorrow because they're closed on Sundays. Lucky. Hey Laura. Hey there, Lucky. You are easily better than me. I can only cast on. Well, casting on is the only thing I really remember my grandma teaching me. Like casting on and doing the knit row is like, that's my one like super clear memory I have from my grandma. So even when I couldn't remember how to actually knit, I've always known how to do the cast on, just because it's like a thing she taught me. Hey there, Barb from Pennsylvania. Nice to see you. I want to learn to knit, but I need to start very easy. Well, what I decided was I just cast on 20 stitches, Barb. That way I'll see growth more quickly. I thought like, oh, I'll make a sweater because let's dive in, right? So I put like 80 stitches on and I was like, I can do this. And I did like 3 rows and I was like, this is going to take way too long. With my speed of knitting, I need to start smaller. So I decided I'll start with a dishcloth / face cloth, using old scrappy yarn so that I don't feel, so that I get to feel accomplished, basically. I always keep a crochet hook close by for drop stitches. I always keep a crochet hook close by just in general. They're like my witch's wand. They're in my purse, they're in my coat pocket. Like, where else are they? They're in, I don't think I have one in my wallet right now. You know, I have like one of those long wallets. I don't think I have a crochet hook in there right now, but they are in my purse, they are in my coat pocket, they're in my car, and they're in almost every room. I don't think, no, they're in Alex's office too. I don't think there's any crochet hooks in the bathroom or the kitchen, but pretty much every other room, I'm pretty sure, has at least 1 crochet hook in it. It's like, I'm not like a witch as in I only have 1 wand. I'm like a witch who has a wand everywhere. It's like chapstick for me. You know as well as I do, it takes lots of practice. Well, obviously, but it makes me unhappy being slow at something that I think is beautiful and that I understand how to knit. My hands are just not there yet, you know what I mean? Like when you learn to crochet, at first the way you're holding stuff makes your hands cramp faster. It's like you have to get your streamline way of doing it, and I don't have one for knitting, so it's frustrating because it's so slow, but I understand how to do it quickly, but I can't yet, you know? Like I can see what to do, I just don't have, like, my hands are stupid still. They need to learn. My hands need to learn how to knit. My brain understands how to knit. My hands do not understand how to knit. Like if I could be a witch, I could knit faster, you know what I mean? Like if I could not have to use my hands, I understand, like if I could control the knitting needles with my brain, I'd be able to like do it faster, I think, you know, if that was a thing. When I picked knitting back up a few weeks ago, I had no idea what was going on. That'll be me if I drop 1 stitch. I'll give up. That's honestly, like, I know myself with knitting and I'm so easily frustrated by it, because it takes me so long to do a row. So if I drop a stitch, I am like, burn it all, I don't want it anymore. So I'm like gonna try not to do that. I posted learn continental knitting tutorial on Discord. Study it later. I will. Although it'll probably be hard now that I've done it this way for, like, this is the only way I've ever done it. Yarn around. Oh, I made a bunch of new patterns last night for my patrons for my bullet journal. I'll show you them on stream, but the patrons get the actual like high resolution photo or whatever. But I did a bunch of bullet journal patterns yesterday. I just sort of like, it was crappy weather, raining and snowing and yucky. So I just sort of stayed in, and then in the afternoon it got a little bit better. I went outside, hung out with the chickens a bit. But yeah, now it's a crappy weather day. I forgot my manners. Hello everybody, how's your day going? Hi AJ, how's it going? Trying a top-down sweater for the first time. Well, that's exciting. That's why you have to start continental now, so your hands learn. You know what? My hands are stupid in the whatever other way. What did you guys say it was called? Yeah, since my hands are stupid in that version, maybe I'll be able to do continental without like hurting my brain. Oh, so hot. Okay, so I made a new pot hanger, like for a plant pot. It is not bikini bottoms. It's this triangle. It's pretty simple crochet. In the round, I did a triangle, and then I made these extra long chains. It's actually 15 feet of chain total. But then it's like that, and then you put your plant pot in there. Do I have a plant pot I can test it with? Obviously. So I did this because I just wanted to do a small pattern that I could design in like an afternoon. So I did that yesterday. It's kind of cute, right? It's got like some lacy sort of details. And then it's braided together at the top. Cute. Hey there, Oracle. Love your little ponytail. Thanks. I actually have 2 ponytails right now because my hair is basically a teeny tiny mullet. There's just a lot in the back and nothing in the front yet. It's still too short. But thank you. Oh my goodness. They're calling me. Literally, they're calling me right now. 1 second. I'll be right back. No, sorry, I missed the phone call. Sorry, I missed the phone call, so I'm calling them back, and that's where I'm struggling right now. So yes, they were just calling me. I picked up. I was telling you guys that I missed the phone call, or that they're calling, and then that I missed the phone call as a result. So give me like 2 minutes. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm just gonna call them back. I literally am like somebody trying to win a phone thing and with a radio show, a call in. So, please be patient with me. Sorry that this is super boring, but there are 2 Chihuahuas on the line who might need a foster parent or an adoptable parent. So if they pick up the phone. Sorry, again. Talk amongst yourselves in the chat while I sort out these potential dogs. Okay, it's worth it. Well, I did my best. I called them back. If they call back, I'm just gonna mute you, and if anyone's in the chat and people arrive, just be like, she's muted because she's trying to get some Chihuahuas up in her life, okay? Okay. What projects does everyone have going currently? I found yesterday I did a big cleanup. I'm actually gonna turn my phone off silent because now I have like anxiety that I'm gonna miss the call again. Okay, I have cleaned up all my yarn under here, so there was like a full fake, like this was fake, the beauty was fake. All behind it was like just trashed with yarn and like little balls of yarn and weird little partially finished things that aren't anything, just stuff like that. So I cleared it all out. I organized all the yarn that's in my big yarn basket, and then I separated all the yarn into like categories. So I have like my wool that I want to use for sweaters in this zone, and then I've got my natural dyed stuff right here, and then over here I've got my cotton that I want to use for some spring projects, and then I have my thunder, I keep him right here, and then I piled up all my sweaters because I haven't figured out what I want to do with them. I want to display my handmade stuff this season, but I think what I want to do is I want to get like a like shelves that go on the wall that are like cube shelves, but like 9 of them, and just stack them with my sweaters. I just want a bunch of sweaters to be visible. Okay, so what else I did? Very good, Laura. I'm a new member. A new member of what? What did I say? Hold on, I've lost wherever that was. I'm sure I said something that made sense with that, but I already don't remember what I said. So, hold on. It's a 50th birthday present, a ring and a pendant with a, ooh, fun. Hello, Dr. Pterodactyl. Sorry if I'm bothering you. I was working on the hexagonal sweater and the one side ends up being smaller and I had it to be frog. Please advise me as far as what I should do. One side ends up being smaller. Oh, you mean one of the 6 sides? Okay, so, are you... Oh, Kim, you really? You became a babe? Thanks, Kim. Aw, thank you. Love you, Kim. Thank you so much. The P in pterodactyl still throws me off. Dr. Pterodactyl, are you a patron? And did you already ask me this? Because I have somebody else who asked me that in the Patreon, but I know I wrote the pattern right because I literally used a hexagon pattern that I just mildly modified. Like I only modified, okay, you came from Patreon. Okay, so then, okay, so basically I have this book that is like a stitch book, and in it there is a hexagon pattern, and I used that pattern as the basis for my hexagon pattern. Like what I changed in mine, let me just look, because I'm pretty sure it's just the chain stitches where I changed mine. Like I think it's chain, one sec. Yeah, it's chain 5, right? Chain 1, okay, hold on. Double crochet underneath the chain. Yeah, okay, so in the pattern from this book, it's chain 5 at each corner. The only thing I changed, where are you? Beautiful, beautiful sweater. Oh, hexagon, sweet hexagon. Oh, where, oh, have you, hexagon? Okay, okay, so in the pattern here, it wants 3, hold on. No, so, okay, what it wants at every corner is a chain 5 at every corner. Sorry, my brain is, like, Laura's probably too free to actually, can you see me? Just, like my brain just cannot compute. Okay, in the pattern book, they use chain 5 at every corner. The only thing that I really changed about that hexagon was that I did chain 3 at every corner so that the corners wouldn't be such large holes. I wanted it to be more of like an opaque circle. But my pattern is the exact same in all the, like the numbers are the same because it's a hexagon, right? Like I'm just dividing. So my number of stitches is the same as the written pattern from a pattern book, except my corners are shorter. So I don't know, because like I said, the stitches are correct in my written pattern. So I'm not 100% sure why, but maybe if you could show me your initial, if you could show me your initial round, or like when you're at round 3, take a picture of it so that I can count it and see like where the mistake is, because there's obviously something happening where one end is ending up too small or too big, which is going to make it weird, right? So that would be what I would say is a way that I might be able to actually help, is if you could send me a picture of it, because then I can count it. And yes, Frida, my brain is pretty mush because I'm thinking about dogs. But I made a, okay, I'll put it in Discord. Sounds good, thank you so much. Okay, so I made a couple of patterns, like I said. One of them is, well, not a pattern, but this is going to be for the patrons this week. It's the avocado natural dye recipe that I followed. I wrote all my procedure steps that I took to get the dye that I got, and I did the quantities and the ingredients for all of the natural dye stuff and the supplies you'll need for it. And I drew a little bullet journal spread because I'm a fancy lady like that. So I did that yesterday. I also finished coloring in the plan for the triangle thing. Started documenting my crochet sweater and garments in my sketchbook. That's awesome, AJ. And then I also made, first, okay, I made it, then I wrote the pattern, then I drew this too. Patrons are even getting the actual crocheted, like the diagram, which is like, you're welcome, patrons. This is love right here, because this is not fun to draw out. So yeah, I drew out what it's gonna look like, and then I also, for this one, put what you're gonna need, and I wrote all of the instructions. So yeah, feeling pretty jazzy about that. I'm on board for the month still. I need to design the avocado cardigan. So that still has to happen. I've got my yarn ready for the crochet project, this one. I have to make the other side of it and then do the collar. So I think I'll do that tomorrow, the crochet of this. This will be kind of a fun little triangular poncho thing. Oh, how you spoil us, Oracle. You just wait, because I'm in a creative mind space. So this is something that's going to be filmed tomorrow, I think. That's my plan anyway. Oh, I wanted to show you too. Yesterday we got 8 eggs from the chickens, and look how pretty they are. I like collected them and brought them inside, and I was like, oh my god, what a pretty selection of eggs today. Everybody laid. We have Diane, Sunflower, Daisy, Marshmallow, Fern, Clementine, Rosie, and Clover. That's who laid. So there's that. I don't know why I have this tickle in my throat. I'm not feeling it. The blue is gorgeous. Totally, it is. Yesterday when I collected them, I was like, it's so magical how blue that blue egg is. Thanks, Kim. I love my journals. They make me feel nice. Okay, so I have some things that I wanted to go through because they're kind of garbage, but at the same time, like, I can't throw them out because I have, like, problems, as you guys know. So the things that I have are pieces that aren't gonna get finished. Oof, I thought you named the eggs. Didn't know you have names for your chickens. Yes, Jessica, I have 17 chickens. All of them have names, and I know which chickens lay what eggs, because only 4 of our chickens lay colorful eggs, so I know which color each one lays because they're slightly different. And then there's only 4 chickens that lay brown eggs, and they're all varying colors of brown that I can recognize. And then we have 1 that lays tiny eggs, and hers are pink, but they're tiny, so you know who hers are. And then we have 4 that lay white eggs, and like 3 that lay cream colored eggs, and those are the only ones that I can't tell yet. Like Sunflower's egg is pretty obvious, but sometimes I get it confused just because there's like 3 cream colored. Anyway, I know the eggs that go with the chickens. It's just, I don't know. I like to know. I like to keep track. Oh, Poppy laid an egg the other day. And guess what? Okay, I'm so ADHD. I did take my meds today, but I'm still feeling a little scattered. Hey there, David. That's good. That's how a person knows another cares about things. Well, I like it because I think it's really interesting, but also because it kind of lets me keep track of their health too, right? Like Fern stopped laying for a little while in the winter, and like the Leghorn chickens, which are the factory farmed ones, they really rarely stop laying. That's how I know she wasn't feeling great. That's when I started incorporating scrambled eggs into their diet again, because I figured she was probably short on some nutrient for something. But on top of knowing who's laying, so I can tell like who's not laying, I can know who's not laying. Like, for example, we have Bluebell. She laid like 5 eggs last year total since we got her. Bluebell and Sunflower are from the same farm, and Sunflower was like featherless, and Bluebell was just like so scared of humans. And Bluebell, she's just old, so they sold her to us as a like a laying hen, but they were getting rid of them because they're old. So Sunflower doesn't seem to be that old, but she was really, really rough. Like, she was in rough shape when we got her. She had no feathers on her back. So they were trying to get rid of them because they were getting new birds in. I didn't know at the time that Bluebell was old. I just saw Sunflower and I knew she was a silver-laced Wyandotte because she had feathers on her tummy, and I was like, she's so beautiful, that I bought Bluebell because I wanted to buy Sunflower, and they wouldn't sell Sunflower. They only were selling Bluebell, and I said, okay, I'll buy Bluebell if I can also get that one. So they charged me like an extra $5 for Sunflower, even though that was the chicken that I wanted because she was so pretty. Bluebell is old. She doesn't lay eggs, so that's fine. She's just sort of like a little mama bird that just sort of wanders around being afraid. I don't know where I was going with it, but we have a couple of hens that don't really lay eggs. We have a couple of hens that pretty much always lay eggs, and then we have a few that are just off season. But last week we had a couple of eggs from Poppy. Hey Mary Grace, hey Dawn, from Poppy, and we haven't had eggs from her most of the winter. And if you'll remember, last year Poppy she's like also a factory farm type. She's a red sex link, which is like where you get brown eggs from at the store. Like white Leghorns give you the white eggs, red sex links give you the brown eggs. She's one of those, and we got her for free from a neighbor because I said, will you sell me any of your chickens? I can't find chickens anywhere. And he was like, just come back tomorrow. And there was a chicken on their porch in a box, and it was Poppy. So Poppy's eggs were always textured, like gritty. They looked like they had been sort of like kind of sandpapery, like they had a bit of a rough sandpapery texture, and they were always too large. Like, her eggs were just very big and sandpapery, and I just figured she's probably old because he was willing to give her away, and whatever, it's fine. Like, her eggs are just weird. They're not bad or anything. They're fine on the inside. It's just the outside texture is weird. Now they're not. They're smooth again, like beautiful smooth brown eggs now. So I don't know if like by taking some time off of laying eggs, she reset her whole egg laying system, but now her eggs come out beautiful. Like last year, they were like weird eggs. They would be huge. They would sometimes be misshapen. They were huge a lot. Like a lot of the time we'd go in there and be like, that's a super weird egg. It's gritty, and like they could not have been easy to lay that egg. It's first of all like gritty, and second of all huge. now it seems that she's just reverted to laying normal eggs again. Not as often, but it's still winter, so I'm not worried. But still, I thought that was pretty cool. To a boy who usually has his brown eggs was freaky. I cracked one open. There's literally nothing. No yolk! No white! An empty egg? That's weird. That's super weird. How it even ended up in an egg carton. You'd think it would have like a weighing system in the sorting process and whatnot. Did I say hi to you, Helen? I feel like I said hi. Hi. So, yeah. Chickens are doing well, getting beautiful colored eggs. Happy about it. I cleaned all my wool, or all my yarn. I organized it all, which made me very happy. Because now I know everything that I've got again. So I've got a few yarns worth of a few projects worth of yarn left. Maggie's Yarn, do you sell your eggs? Yes, I do sell them in the summer. Well, I say I do. We've only had them since last May, these chickens. So over last summer we did sell them because we don't really eat very many eggs at all. I can't say we don't eat eggs because like once in a while we'll have eggs, but like for the most part I could get by on like a dozen eggs a month, like in reality. So yes, like we have to sell them because there's no purpose. Like the only thing I've been doing other than selling them is giving them back to the chickens or giving them to my parents. So yeah, we sell them again. It'll be starting up again in probably a couple of weeks because now we're getting, like I said, about 8 a day, which is again way more than I'll eat. Oh, also I checked the incubator and we had 2 eggs that had not developed at all, that were just regular, no blood vessels, no nothing. So I removed them from the incubator because they're not fertile, because all of the other ones that I could see into have developed. We've got like full-on moving little birds in 2 of the eggs that I could see. The blue eggs and the brown eggs are completely opaque, so I can't find out if anything's going on in there, but the white eggs and the light brown eggs are alive. We lost 1 white egg and 1 light brown egg. I can't say lost, nothing developed. It's not like they died. They just they weren't fertilized, and I had misunderstood which birds were getting fertilized. So we do have a couple of baby birds though coming, for sure. I mean, for sure, I hope. And Candace, I might be stopping by in a day or two. Send me all the prettiest colored ones. And by the way, yo, 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 yo. Hey there, Joyce. Sounds good. I'll have pretty ones organized for you. So yeah, when I organized all my yarn and stuff, I took all of the little projects that are like pointless things that I got started but never finished, and I'm trying to decide what I should do. Should I pull them out and like put the yarn in like scrap areas, because they're small, they're not even like, it's not like there's going to be a lot of yarn from it, you know what I mean? Like what can I do with this? It was going to be the beginning of a dress, but I don't want to make it anymore, so it's not. It's just like a lacy rectangle. Or this, it was going to be the sleeve to a large orange sweater, but now it's not because I don't have that yarn anymore. I used it for another project. Same thing with this. I used the yarn for another project. It was going to be a vest. Now it's just one panel. Same thing with this. I made a chicken sweater, but I don't think it'll work properly as a chicken sweater, but I tried. And then I have a couple of fingerless gloves, but I only have 1 of each, like I couldn't find the others, and then like a little crocheted square. So I have like these random little bits and bobs of crochet stuff that I don't know what to do with. I don't know what I should do with, and part of me was like, should I just use them for stuffing for like a pillow or something, because they don't really have a purpose and there's not like a ton of yarn in them. What did you decide on the doggies? I missed the phone call from the shelter, so they just called me back and I missed it. Actually, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna put you on hold for a minute and give them 1 more call back, because it's been a few minutes, so they probably walked away from the phone, you know what I mean? It kept putting me to the voicemail, and I think that is because they were on the phone calling the next person. So give me 1 minute, I'm gonna mute you again. Oh well, that's a no-go. I have a wool hair. Yeah, so the reason, maybe a big scrap yarn sweater or cardigan. So David, no, it doesn't frog easily. That's the other thing, is it's all been like, it's old. Like all of these little pieces are old, so they're all like mushed together. They're not really froggable. That's why I was like, I don't know what to do with them. I've tried frogging them and it just keeps breaking the yarn. Is this for those 2 chihuahuas? Candy's, yeah, it is. It's for those 2 chihuahuas. Maybe a big scrap yarn sweater or cardigan. Good idea, but I can't pull them out easily. Cats just got here. Did you get the pups? No, I'm waiting on the shelter to call me back. Highly digestible. Hold on. Everyone are highly digestible vitamin and protein. What? I missed the first part of that, I think. Anywho, I don't know what I was getting at. I have this extra yarn stuff and I don't know what to do with it. So that happened. And I made another pattern for another crocheted pot holder. So I'm gonna have another pattern coming out. And I also not re-edited, but I edited further. I edited the video coming out this Friday, the natural dye, avocado dye video. And it's pretty clear and it's pretty. I think that I'm okay with it not being voiceovered. Make a pillow out of them. I think that's probably what will happen, is it's gonna go into like a dog bed. Something that I'm not gonna have to need to be super comfortable for me, but that Thunder can sort of like dig around in. I feel like it would be a good stuffing for a dog pillow. You better make the pups tiny hats and take a photo shoot. If I can have them in our home for fostering, even if we can't adopt them, or even if they aren't adoptable yet, if we can foster them, I would be so happy about it, and I would definitely make tiny clothes for their tiny little bodies. What are you trying to knit? Sorry, late and missed info. I'm just trying to knit, that's all. I'm not trying to knit anything. I guess a cloth, because it's a square, but I'm just trying to knit. I'm not trying to knit anything specific, just knitting. Just keep knitting, just keep knitting. What do? We knit. I think I'm just gonna start crocheting something though, because this is fun. Not actually though. I don't want to stare at my hands while we're hanging out. I like looking and talking to you. Whereas with knitting, I pretty much need to be staring at my hands because I'm not good at it yet. Crochet, I can sort of, you know, do other stuff and whatnot. I'm still making my friend's scarf. It's so tiresome. Better be a good friend. Eggs have every vitamin and are a digestible source of protein. That's good to know. Every vitamin, huh? Well, I know they're good for you. I just don't like cook with them a lot. I just don't eat them a lot. It's just, I haven't in a long time. I used to. Alex and I used to have eggs for breakfast like every day. Now that we have chickens, I'm not interested. I do need to though. Legit had a 3-week break. Oh, very good. Curious, what's your favorite movie? Hold on. Lol. Funny, it wasn't the same shelter. It was the shelter from the States that I called first by accident. So it wasn't the shelter that has the dogs. Don't worry about me. Sometimes things just happen like that. It wasn't the right shelter. Okay, what do I want to crochet right now? What do you think, Thunder? What should we crochet? Lime. of those yarns. Sorry, I'm trying to think of what I want to crochet. Because I have those yarns, but I don't really want to... I don't know. Thunder, what do you think? Huh? What do we do? I don't know what yarn I want to crochet with and what I want to make. Maybe we can design the avocado. Oh, you can sew up gloves and make dog toys. Sew up the gloves and make dog... Oh, that's a good idea. Totally. Yeah. And I'm working on a houndstooth twisted headband. Ooh, pretty. Houndstooth. To me, that pattern is like, when you do it in black and white, it's like there's a time in my life where that was like everywhere. It was houndstooth, right? I feel like it was... Anyway, it was like black and white and it was on everything. Remember, you could get like skirts that were that black and white houndstooth pattern. Okay, I'm going to have to go at crocheting some Barbie doll clothes. Oh, cool, Helen. That sounds like a cool idea. When I was growing up, there were Barbie doll clothes that were crocheted dresses and stuff at my family in Nova Scotia. They had a whole bunch of like handmade dresses that were all crocheted by my grandma and my great grandma. And whenever we went there were always My Little Pony and Barbies and Barbie clothes, and it was like one of the best things when I was a little kid, the crocheted dresses, because they were only at this one family member's house and I never saw them anywhere else. Crochet dress Barbie dresses. Okay, let me just keep thinking. I'm just thinking while I'm talking here. I'm looking around seeing what grabs my attention to work on, because I'm like ahead of the game. I can like work on a new thing. What's something I could crochet out of cotton? Let me Google cotton, like mercerized cotton. What's something I can do with that? Mercerized cotton crochet. Mercerized? Every time I say it, it feels like I'm saying it wrong. Still curious about the favorite movie. Oh, sorry. I don't know what my favorite movie... Oh, yes, I do. I have like 5, and they're all important. Like, I wouldn't be... Okay. Across the Universe, Hairspray, Rent. Across the Universe, Hairspray, Rent, Forrest Gump, I think that's them. I think those are my 4. I would say Forrest Gump is like my favorite not musical, and I think Across the Universe is my favorite musical. But I really like Hairspray, and I really like Rent is like the first musical I ever fell in love with. So those would be probably my favorite movies, but my actual favorite genre is like post-apocalypse, not utopia, the other one, dystopia, post-apocalypse dystopia. Have you ever watched My Cousin Vinny? Probably, like in my childhood. It's not one that I can remember, the plot though. Reusable face scrubbies, makeup removers, soap savers, washcloths. I love the musical Cats. I didn't watch it. I just didn't watch it. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know anything about it yet. I still haven't seen Wicked either though, so I'm like behind. Okay, tote bags. A lot of tote bags. More bags. So many bags. Calm down. Is there anything else I can do with mercerized cotton? A dress. Okay. Not really in the mood to do a whole dress. Oh, I could do like a bikini top. I remember how to do those. My Cousin Vinny's one of my faves. Have you watched Hamilton? I haven't seen Hamilton yet. I've seen Rent live, and I've seen Hairspray live. And Rent, I cried a lot, like a lot. My older sister and I went last year, and it was amazing. Okay, let's think. What color would be a fun little bikini, little crop top? Can't do pink because I am pink. So I guess let's try some blues and greens, huh? These colors. Finally finished my Bucks blanket. Beside the border is 5 foot 4 inches. Ooh, that's a good 5 foot 4 inches. Oh, 5 by 4, right? 5 by 4 feet. 5 foot 4 is a good size. I think so. That sounds great. I haven't seen Hamilton yet, though. What I missed, Keely, you missed me starting a new project. Not actually. You missed very, very little. No, that's not true. 2 shelters called me, and I missed the first one. And the first one was the important one. So that happened. Tremors across all genres and times is Tremors. What's funny is my favorite genre, I don't have any none of my favorite movies are from my favorite genre. I like I said, post-apocalypse dystopia is the genre I prefer. Like most often, you know, like Resident Evil and Sunshine and gosh, what other movies do I really like watching? 28 Days Later, Resident Evil again, the other Resident Evil, the other Resident Evil, all of the ones that are with Kate Beckinsale in them, Underworld, even though that's not post-apocalypse, it's like mythical or whatever, but that sort of a vibe. I like dark, unhappy versions of the world, but my favorite movies are so uplifting. Like if you've watched Across the Universe, oh my god, it's literally, that's my favorite movie. I could watch it again tonight. I love it so much. A fellow zombie movie lover. You know why I like zombie movies? Because I'm not afraid. Whereas like serial killer movies and haunted house movies, those things freak me out because they would freak me out in real life. Zombies just isn't something I'm really worried about in real life. Like it's just not. So if something scares me, like a jump scare that's a zombie, it's not like late in the night when I'm going into the pantry for snacks. I'm not worried that a jump scare zombie is gonna get me. Whereas if I watch like a ghost video, I'll like avoid looking in windows and mirrors. Like it'll freak me out, like genuinely. Whereas zombie movies don't, they don't freak me out. They're scary while you're watching, they're fun and exciting, and then they're over and it doesn't sit in my soul, you know? My favorite Disney animated movie? I don't know. I feel like those are all, for me, they're all just nostalgia, so they all have an equal place in my, like, prefer. Like, if I want to watch an animated Disney movie, I'll make my choice at that moment. It's not like I'm like, oh, I have to watch Sleeping Beauty. That's my, it's not, I don't have a favorite one. I think I just like an animated, like, any of the princess movies are fine when I want to watch an animated Disney movie, you know? The Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, Handmaid's Tale, I've watched most of that. I watched Ratatouille last night. But Shaun of the Dead is my favorite zombie film. Shaun of the Dead is so silly. Like I like that. I also like action movies that are with like a sexy male lead, obviously. But I really liked, what was that movie with Henry, something, I can't remember, something Henry, or it was like a first-person shooter version movie, and it was really cool. I liked that one, but I liked movies like Crank. I liked movies, I like movies like I don't know, I like a lot of movies, I guess. You've got red on you. Hold on. Mulan's my favorite animated movie, except oh, I don't know what my favorite one is, for real. I love horror, true crime movies. I don't know, I don't really like true crime. I'll watch it, like I've said this before, like I'll watch police interviewing serial killers. I'll watch that type of a thing, but I'm not interested in like watching documentaries on them, you know? Oh, Guillermo del Toro, he does make good monsters. For sure. And he hires the same guy a lot. Okay, hold on. I need to make a bikini. What am I going to do to start? I think I'll start with a chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. What will that do if I turn that into a triangle? How am I going to turn that into a triangle? I'm gonna go around, okay, I remember. Sorry, I just always forget how to do it. So I'm going to start with 15. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. And then I'm going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook. I have to say it out loud so that I remember it. And then single crochet across for when I'm writing it out later. If I write it out later. I don't like writing it as I go because I change it so much that I'm like erasing a lot. It's better to just say it out loud when I get the instruction right and remember it that way. It's actually not better. I should be more organized. I'm just not. Anything with Kurt Russell is good. Kurt Russell. I mean, sometimes. You know who I've been liking lately? The Irish guy. What's his name? He's in the Fantastic Beasts. Colin Farrell. I've been liking him lately. I don't know why. I thought that he was like an alcoholic or something. Like I thought he was like some belligerent guy, and I think that that's the wrong guy. I think that he has like a son who's sick or a kid who passed away. I don't remember, but I think Colin Farrell has some sad story, right? Does anyone know? I feel like I knew, but now it's not in my brain. Disney has a special place in my heart. I will take my kids to one of the parks one day when I actually have kids. Did any of y'all watch the Wolfman remake? I have not seen that. Kurt Russell, the computer wore tennis shoes. I don't know that. I watched Rain Man the other day. Mamma Mia is a good one. I like, I forgot, I do like old ones too. I like My Fair Lady. I like Singing in the Rain. My Fair Lady is probably in my top 10. I don't know if it's in my top 5, but it's in my top 10. Okay, so now I'm at the corner. I want to go around the corner. I'm gonna put maybe 3 in the corner? Or is that not gonna be enough? I think that'll be enough. 1, 2, 3. Let's hope that that'll be enough. An Affair to Remember. Don't know that one either. Mamma Mia. I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one. Is it worth it? The first one, when I watched it, I was like, I don't get it. I don't know why I don't like it. I don't know what was wrong with it, but something was wrong with it. Was it that they didn't feel like they were, it felt like it was like, I felt like I was in an audience of in a theater. Like it felt like the acting was so weird to me. I don't know. When I watched it, I know I just felt some kind of way about it. Is the second one any better, or is that on purpose? Is that like is it supposed to be like whimsical? Because it didn't feel at all like, okay, Across the Universe, yes, it incorporates tons of the Beatles music, but it has like its own amazing storyline and beautiful characters and amazing love story, or sort of, there's a love story. Anyway, it's a great story and a great like soundtrack, whereas Mamma Mia, I get that it has a great soundtrack, but I feel like maybe like it was lazy, like the songs were forced in. Maybe it's because they had the like flash mob dancing. It just, I couldn't get put into the world properly. I felt too much like an audience member and not enough like I was pulled into that world. It just didn't feel believable, you know? You don't know An Affair to Remember? Cary Grant, Deborah Kerr? Nope. Yes, the second one was so good. I liked it better than the first. Okay. Hey, Michelina, Young Frankenstein, haven't seen it. Breakfast at Tiffany's, have seen it. It's a sad movie, but you ever watched The Boy in the Striped Pajamas? Yes, I have, and it ruined my life, Jessica. So I actually should never have watched it. I was told, probably don't watch it, Laura. And I was like, I'm sure I can handle it. I understand the concept. It's gonna be sad. I can already see based on the idea of the movie. No, it's too sad. It's too sad and it'll ruin your week. If you watch it on a Monday, you won't be okay again by the next Monday. Like I'm pretty sure that put me on track to a depression. That was a sad movie. Oh, Alex and I watched Schindler's List. Did I tell you that? I hadn't seen it yet until this year. I think it was 2020. But yeah, I saw it. Good movie. Didn't realize how long some of the actors have been in Hollywood. But, I don't know. Yeah. I saw it. Good movie. Sad movie. Good movie. Remembering it in color, even though it was in black and white. Here he is. He is lovely. He is perfect. He is here. He is lovely. He is perfect. I don't know. It's black and white with Gene Wilder. Oh, Gene Wilder. Willy Wonka, right? Oh, Willy Wonka. Why did they have to redo it with Johnny Depp and make me dislike Johnny Depp? His, like, repertoire of films is so flip-floppy. Like, make up your mind. Are you a really good actor or are you a really bad actor? Because I need to know. Like, I look at Johnny Depp now and I'm like, I don't know if he's, like, my type anymore, but young Johnny Depp was, like, the hottest, and yet half of his movies are complete buffooneries, and half of his movies are really good. Like, make up your mind. Love Schindler's List, right? It's a good movie. It's a long movie and it's a good movie. I watched it by the fireplace, like we were just having a fire in the basement, and our fireplace is in the basement, and it was a cold winter's night, and it was like a really good movie. Okay, I think I'll do 2 stitches or 3. I don't know. Let's see. 1. We want to increase, I think. Sorry, I'm trying to like think about how I want this to be shaped, and I don't know yet, and I'm making it up as I go along. Dawn the Exorcist is fantastic. Again, scary movies, not for me. Although I did watch Carrie, and it wasn't scary to me, but I think that's because it had been hyped up forever by every older person in my entire existence, so I assumed it was going to be the scariest movie in the whole world, and then it was like moderately creepy. It was more creepy, and the awful music, like I hate that about 80s movies. I get it, it's a scary sound, but it's in every single scary movie soundtrack from the 80s, and it's like nails on a chalkboard. More than it's scary, it's like annoyingly scary. It's like scare annoying. Guess it was just too long for me as a kid. Okay, possible. I always thought I'd seen all of The Sound of Music, but I watched it last month, forgot the whole ending part with the Nazis. Yeah, it's like an important plot point. It's like they sneak in that information so that kids are all into the movie, and then they're like, also, the world was not a good place during this time. Like, they wait until you're fully in and like, oh, the love story, and then you're like, wait, they had to leave the country on foot forever? What do you mean? Spoiler warning. But for real, good movie. Sound of Music's a good movie too. Oh, don't you just love her? Such a goofball. I even heard her singing in the Abbey. So cute. Huge fan of Carrie and Sissy. Oh, I forgot of another movie that I really like. Hold on. Really? What is it called? Oh my gosh, hold on. Okay, sorry. So the dogs, I got a backstory for them. I got information about them. Their teeth are good. They seem friendly. They're not in foster. They don't need to be fostered because they are adoptable. They're not doing meet and greets the way they normally do right now because everything's in red. They're doing 2-week trial periods. So if we want to do a 2-week trial period with them, we need to fill out a foster adoption application to see if they'll let us have them for 2 weeks to see if they are a good fit. So I don't know where the $75 thing was. I'm thinking now that that might be the States one because she said they are $300. So that's cool. I should make a fundraiser. Do you guys want me to get some chihuahuas? Let's make a $300 fundraiser. But they just sent me the application, so let me just take a look at it because I'm like anxiety. I even said on the phone, like, I'm really bad on the phone. I'm so uncomfortable. That poor girl on the phone was probably like, this girl needs to calm down. Oh my God, what an awful looking thing to fill in. Oh, that's not too long though. Okay, cool. I just need to fill that out. You know what though? I kind of want to fill it out now and get it off to them because they're only open until 4. So maybe, oh shoot, I just ripped off my nail because I was picking at it because I have excitement anxiety. Okay, I'm gonna fill out the application, but I'll talk to you while I do it because I want... Alex?
Yeah?
Remember those 2 chihuahuas?
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah, but now the way that you meet them is you have to apply to adopt them and then they let you have them for 2 weeks. What do you think? What do you think I think? Obviously, what do you think though? $300. But what if I can convince like a few people to to help? Perhaps. Well, there's no fee right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna fill it out, Alex, and then what if they get back to us and say, yes, you've been approved, you're allowed to have them in your home for a little while, then we can talk about if it's a good idea. How about that?
Sure.
Thanks. Do we know the ages of the pups? Yes, we do. They are 10 years old and 9 years old. And Thunder is 9 or 10 years old also. That's still not a bad deal. No, it's not a bad deal at all. I'm just a poor person. So $300 is more than I expect in my head to just drop on anything. Even though I know they're like living, breathing creatures, it's just still, I know it's a good deal. Oh, that sounds so weird. A good deal for a dog, but it's still $300, you know? Let me see. Cats, I'm in for 10. Lol. Has Thunder been around other dogs? Yeah, he gets along with my parents' dogs, no problem. He also gets along with my sister's dogs and my brother's dogs. And my brother has Great Danes, my parents have poodles, my little sister has Cocker Spaniels. So, oh, and my older sister, he gets along with beagles too. So yeah, he'll be fine. Dinner is ready. Farewell. Bye, Oracle. And auction off some pieces. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Do a dog auction. Fingers crossed they get along when you're approved. Oh, Thunder is lonely. I'm pretty sure he'll get along with anyone right now. He's lonely without CJ. That's not a bad idea though, auctioning. Now I feel like I still have poor men's mentality. Yeah, it's like, yeah, same. And yet I also recognize that like dogs are worth all the money in the world. Please initial that you have read. I can't literally initial, so I'll just write it. Have you owned animals in the past 5 years? Yes. I don't know how I'm supposed to check it off. It's text. Is there something I should put in there? Like, what do you want from me? There's nothing that I can add. Insert. Equation, no. Page count, no. Column break, no. Oh, how about a shape? Yes, there's an arrow. Is there a check mark now? I don't know how to be a grown-up. A dogtion. Yes, a dogtion, like an auction with dogs. I'm so excited for the day I have my own house so I can have pets. Yeah, I don't even have my own house. Well, I mean, we live here, so we have our own house. We just rent. We don't own it. But totally, when we started having space, I was much more inclined. Oh my god, why does it have to be so huge? Gosh. Sorry, I'm trying to fill this out, but now it's making me annoyed. Okay. Align objects? No. Distribute? No. Why are you like this? Opacity. Why? Sorry, I hate that I'm being this person right now, but it's... Ugh, ew, so annoying. Yes. The answer is yes. So how can I delete the no? Can you contact my veterinarian? I mean, I would say yes, but my veterinarian disappeared. So the answer is actually no. Yes. If this was a dog, is its license updated yearly? I didn't do it this year, but normally I would say yes. What do you plan to do with your pet if you move? Leave it behind! What do you think? Take them all with me. We have a dog and 17 chickens already, so moving is unlikely, but if we did, we would take the whole family with us. Exclamation point. What do you intend to do with your pet if you go on vacation, have an unscheduled trip, or an emergency? I have family that live nearby, sister and parents. And I also have many boarding options in case of emergency. Not paw prints, parents. Parents. This is probably the least interesting stream in the whole world, and I really do apologize, friends. What was it? Okay, hold on. What do you mean he disappeared? Huh? Who? Grab a crop. What? Who disappeared? Grab a corner crossbar and shrink the check mark. Oh, there we go. He disappeared. I might have an eye out for black poodle puppies. We're not getting a puppy right now, but someday. Cardboard box. What do you mean he disappeared? Who disappeared? What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Nobody did. Oh, my vet disappeared. Oh, he didn't literally disappear. Sorry. He disappeared like he doesn't pick up his phone, and he has a voicemail that says he's gone until November of this year. So he disappeared, but like not in a scary way. Just he disappeared. And when we were trying to get CJ into the vet, we were dealing with the vet trying to get the old vet paperwork, and they couldn't get a hold of the vet either, so they didn't know which medication CJ had been on because the paperwork is all with the old vet, and I can't get access to it anymore. So yeah, he disappeared. Not in a disappearing way, just in a disappearing way. You know what I mean? Don't worry about me. Sometimes it don't make sense. Can you put NA in the box instead of no? No sounds bad. No, I put yes. I'm going to put yes, and then when they ask for the vet later in the application, I'm going to say the vet disappeared. but I'm not putting no. I'm not going to say no, they can't call. Then they won't even look. That's the first question. It said, have you owned animals in the past 5 years? Can we contact your vet for past history? Da, 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 da. Seems like he just cut everybody off and went off the map. Yeah, he did. He good reason, but yes, he did. Yes, we have a dog named a Chihuahua named. Oh wait, I made a whole notepad thing when I was applying for that other one. Remember? Hold on. And fostering a hold on. I can't think and type. From her spay, we will be going. Should be going to my parents' home. Okay, good. Also, they're gonna hate my application because I'm like one of those try hard people that has like a paragraph for each answer, even though they're like really not asking for a paragraph. I've always been that person though, and I don't know how to not be that person. Have you owned animals? The answer is always yes, because I will always be an animal person. Just I'm sorry, I just don't even know how to pretend to be social while I'm trying to type. My eyes are probably like wide and crazy. I've seen myself while typing before. Okay, V. No, stop! That's not what I'm trying to do. I hate that. Maggie, Zorn is a very well-known painter in Sweden. He worked around 1900. Oh, in process of changing vets. Yeah. I've got to go and cook sausage and mash. Oh, make some for me. I want some sausage and mash. I don't even think we have any meat. Oh, we do. We have like sandwich meat. I think I'm going to make a sandwich after this. Okay. Okay. And that. Currently, we are also fostering a stray cat. Yes, we are. Well, she's not really a stray anymore, is she? She turned out to be a little house cat. I didn't know my family's German. Oh, cool. I would like to eat something, but I don't know what I want to eat. Yes. Yes. However, our regular vet has gone on a sabbatical, on a long break. So we are currently going to she turned out to be a notorious scam artist. Who? Okay, off to the dentist for my new choppers. Sounds good. Have a good time. Good luck on the pups. Thank you very much. Also, just apologies to everyone who's watching this, because I know this is like super not interesting, but I appreciate that you're hanging out with me anyway. while we do this together. Okay, you guys can help me get really good answers for it. Can we contact your veterinarian for past history? Yes. However, our regular vet has gone on a long break, and then I put the reason why. So we are currently going to, and then our current vet. Were your pets' vaccines up to date, including rabies? Yes. If this was a dog, was its dog licensed? Yes. Up until last year when we didn't get to see our regular vet. Peekaboo, oh peekaboo, oh peekaboo. She turned out to be a notorious scam artist. Oh yes, she definitely did. What do you plan to do with your pet? Can you imagine being like, what do you mean? What you have to do something with them? You have to do something with animals when you aren't home? What do you mean? What do you intend to do with your pet if you go on vacation? Obviously. How long have you been planning to adopt? My whole life. We have been planning on moving back into fostering dogs with the intention of adding to our family sometime in 2021. We always knew we wanted more Chihuahuas because we love their weirdness. When our cat got sick and eventually passed, our timeline moved up. He is lonely. He was lonely and... Okay, no, that's too much. Okay, we always knew we wanted more Chihuahuas because we love their weirdness. When our cat got sick, even if that's our timeline moved up. We have the space, time, and ability to care for a new dog now. Very interesting, Frida. I'm always interested in family origins and history. Interesting. Sorry, I hope that ding wasn't mean. Did not mean to disrupt you. You obviously disrupted me. Have you met me? It's very difficult for me to hold it together. I'm just joking. Okay, hold on. Vegan sausage. I would, any sausage. Just, I want something delicious. I think I want to make a sandwich at some point. Okay, yes, up till last year when we did this. What do you do if you tend to go on a vacation? How long have you been planning? You want more? Because of weirdness, we have space, time, and ability to care now. Do you understand the responsibilities involved in owning a pet? For example, feeding, housing, medical care, vaccinations, safety in and out of the home, and bylaw regulations. It's weird that they just have it as a yes-no question. Do you understand that animals need to be fed? I do, thank you. Are you adopting this animal for yourself? Yes. Partner and I want to. I can hear the wind outside. I also just heard my tummy growl. I'm a hungry lady, is what I'm figuring out right now. Oh, good morning, Baltimore. If the answer to number 9 is no, please be advised that we do not adopt animals out for gift giving. Thank you. Thank you for that. Do the members of your household know and approve of this adoption? Yes, I think it's a yes. Do you have any objections to a property inspection? Literally no. I know they're not gonna because of the whole pandemic, but they should do that always. Do you live in a house? Yes, I live in a house. We live on a farm. do I hate auto-filling things because then it keeps like underlines and I'm like particular. I don't like that. Okay, I got oatmeal. I do have oatmeal. I don't want oatmeal. I want a sandwich. We work at home. Why do they even do that? Home. Nope. Differenting. Ew. Ew, I hate this. I hate whoever made this. This chart is awful. I should help them. I should offer to redo their application process because this is awful. 15. I want a sandwich too, Frida. Bring me one. Okay, and what's my job, you guys? And online. Okay, online creator. It's not a real job to other grown-ups though, you know? Like, I call myself that, but like, you know? Okay, what is this? Arial 10 point. So let's change this to Arial 10 point, shall we? Why did you switch to Times New Roman? Nobody asked you to do that. Nobody asked you to go up to size 12 either. I hate whatever thing this is. YouTuber and wife. I don't think I could put YouTuber. That doesn't feel like a thing that they're gonna want, you know? Oh, it's just a yes/no question, that one. Okay, well, fine. Sorry, have you owned animals in the last 5 years? It was just a yes/no. Because there's the follow-up question of, give us all of the animals you've ever had. Oh, gosh. We wish you a Merry Christmas. If it pays the bills, it's a job. Yeah, but like, I know I think that, but I don't know. Name. Oh God. Okay. Fixed? Yes. Sex? Oh no, peekaboo's not. Gosh, I can't lie to them. Professional hobbyist. That sounds like fun. Age? Less than 2. Breed? Domestic short hair. Name? Peekaboo. We are fostering Peekaboo as she is a stray cat. She was a stray cat. Now she's not a stray cat anymore. Was a stray cat. You know, there's probably some weird niche of people who like watching this type of content, of somebody like writing an essay, you know what I mean? She was a stray cat after she recovers from her spay. She will be going to my parents. We actually wanted to keep her, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then next one is CJ. Breed, a Bengal. Age, he was 16. What do I put? I'll put his birth year to his death year. Sex, male, not that it matters. Fixed, yes. And information. Delete that. Don't worry, eventually I'll be done with all this. And then you won't have to watch me filling in a very interesting thing. It's like, sorry, I know this is not interesting, but for me right now, it's like all I'm interested in, so we're all just gonna have to get through this together, all right? There we go. And then we have Thunder, our beautiful little Thunder. We'll put you, all right, we need to add row below. Please just, when is the vet appointment? And fiance and YouTuber with a loyal following. Well, you must be quite loyal if you're hanging out with me through this, because I know how just interesting this must be to me, very, but to be watching, probably less. Short hair, Chihuahua. Age, Thunder, 10, sex, male, fixed, obviously. And Charlie and Eleanor. Charlie and Eleanor. I love the name Eleanor. Why did I name a bearded dragon Eleanor? Such a bad idea. It's such a pretty name, and now I can't have a kid named Eleanor. They'll be like, what did you name me after? And I'll be like, well, we had these 2 lizards, and that's who we named you after. Okay, there we go. That's all our pets that I will claim, because that is enough pets, I think. Delete row. Lost 10 to 12 pounds. Well done! I noticed that it's time for me to start looking at eating healthier again for the reason that I think 10 pounds is where I'm looking to aim now. Will this animal be mainly kept in? It's a Chihuahua. It's always going to be inside except when it has to go to the bathroom. How many times a day will you exercise or walk your dog? We live on a farm, so they will be hanging out with me inside. Underline, remove. How do you intend to house train if it's not already done? It's a Chihuahua, so we would likely start with pee pads, as our little guy already uses them when it's too cold to go outside. We have mostly hard floors though, so accidents aren't the end of the world. I have hummus sandwich. Ooh, a gigantic pear in slices. A hummus sandwich sounds good. Are you having it on like flatbread, or are you having it like just on bread? Hoping to lose about 20 pounds. Keely, let's do it together, as many as it takes. Sometimes it's good to bounce ideas and talk things out loud with others. 100% of the time it's good to do that, pretty much. Cleaning up some digital art, so no issue here. Okay, cool, so we are just chatting. It's basically like we're on the phone while I'm doing something, which, let's be honest, every time that I'm on the phone, I'm usually doing something. Do you have a fenced-in yard? I mean, technically, yes, but it's for the chickens, so I'm gonna put no. Do you plan to tie or kennel your dog outside? It's a Chihuahua! That's not a thing that you can do with a Chihuahua in the area that I live. It would get eaten. How would you correct the following behaviors? Running away, keeping the dog leashed when out, and working on trust building. Chewing, providing other toys and options aside from whatever they are getting into that they shouldn't. Chihuahuas aren't really chewers though, let's be honest, right? Like, how many Chihuahuas have you met that have been like a chewing problem dog? Like, I've met 0. How many Chihuahuas have I met? Like, probably less than 10 in real life, but like, that's not the point. Oh my god, what if we get 2 new dogs? If I come onto the stream on Saturday and there's 2 new dogs with me, don't judge me. Mouthing. What's the difference between mouthing is biting, right? How do you correct for biting? A dog that's biting all the time. We would not engage with them when they are being mouthy, and also make sure to exercise the energy out of them. Sounds like I'm gonna do an exorcism on the dog. When they are, oops. Hi, Dave. Oh, Dave's here. Hi, Dave. I'm making an application to apply to have some dogs barking. We live with a yappy little Chihuahua. He is reactive to noise, and we have tried everything. We now just accept him if they bark. That's okay. We have no neighbors. They're gonna laugh while they read my application. They'll be like, this girl's so funny. She included jokes in her application. She probably should have these Chihuahuas. She's probably such a good person. That's what the goal is, right? I went through a lot of health stuff and lack of gyms last year. On top of COVID, I put about 20 pounds I ain't happy with. I'm pretty sure I put on between 10 and 20 pounds in the last year as well, which surprised me, but I tried on my jeans. They don't fit, and I'm wearing my yoga pants, and it's not a good look. So I just need to stop eating cheesecake for breakfast. Literally this morning for breakfast, I had a slice of cheesecake and a handful of sour keys. So, I don't have children, if you were wondering, because that is what I had for breakfast. Jumping, it's a Chihuahua. We would ignore the behavior and the dog until it stopped. Then we would use positive reinforcement to help them understand that we don't want them jumping. That being said, it's not a huge deal as we are only looking to keep small doggos. I can't write doggos. Dogs. Sorry, I wrote doggos. You can't write doggos in an application for dogs. They will never take you seriously. Mary Grace, I'm trying to eat healthier because same. I'm having an egg salad sandwich and an apple for lunch. Ooh, an egg salad sandwich. Oh, that's a good idea. I've also got some peppermint tea and a glass of water. I'm pretty sure what is it? Why is the word not coming to my brain? Anyway, yes, I love how thorough this is. Someone with bad intentions wouldn't be able to answer these questions. Yeah, here's the thing. I think somebody with bad intentions would get bored so early. I think that's the point. I don't think they care about the things that you write. I think they care that you took the time to go. Like, I'm on the 3rd page of things that I need to write. Do you intend to take your dog to obedience socialization classes? No. No, we have many dogs within my family group. 2 Great Danes. Also, Chihuahuas don't want to be socialized, but I'm not going to write that because who's to say that I know anything about anything? Not amity, family. My F key on my freaking keyboard is broken, and instead of replacing it, I'm looking at adopting 2 dogs. Do you have a fenced yard? No. Do you plan to tie your dog up outside? No. Please list the names and phone numbers of 3 references. 1 reference must be your current veterinarian. Oh my goodness. I have my veterinarian info in my bullet journal. All the snacks and comfort foods. Honestly, yeah. But like, it's been worth it. Like, I can't even say it's been, oh no, I gained weight. I'm like, well, now I just have to lose it again. I used to be like, oh, my worth has changed because my weight has changed. But in fact, my worth has not changed. Rather, what has happened is I have been eating to make myself not so stressed about the world being on fire. Sorry, I'm trying to find my vet's address. Why is it not here? Lol. January 7th. Get kitten supplies for Peekaboo. Okay. So irritating. Sorry, I'm reading the names that we had as an option. I had a stew with boar meat and barley tonight. My dad's a hunter friend and shot a young boar, and now the freezer is full of my favorite meat. What does boar taste like? Did we go over this already? Also, I'm like legitimately hungry. I want to eat something like right now. Okay, let's see. Oh, my poor back. And I have to open my email in order to see the vet information. Let's see. I had smoked fish. What kind of fish? 'Cause yum. Okay, what is my vet's name? Where are you, vet? Why is the vet's name not on these receipts? That would be really helpful, please. What did I just search? Oh yeah. Michelina vegan. I just need to get back into cooking for myself more. Keely, same. Literally, please. Just help, please. If you could just please cook for yourself again, Laura. Totally, 100%. Same. If I could just cook every night for myself, I would lose 10 pounds in like a month. It's just that I keep eating out and I keep eating instant food like pizza. Stuff that can be cooked really fast, which is not super duper. Okay. Okay, who could be my reference? Who should be my reference? I need 3 references. One is the vet, because that's what they said one has to be. And then I need 3 more. I agree that if at any time it's found that suitable, adequate care is not being provided, it'll be removed from my possession without a refund. Sure. It must be understood that they will only adopt a dog to be kept outdoors if they determine the dog's breed is suitable and adequate and shelter is provided. Well, not a problem. The shelter must be insulated. Again, not a problem. Please print your name. You got it, boo-boo. I will print my name. They didn't ask what I do for work, like what Alex does for work, like specifically though. Like they didn't say like, are you home all the time? My sister's, ooh, a fisherman's son. I love fish. Totally okay on a birthday. It was my mom's birthday. The only meaty thing I miss is hot smoked salmon. Hot smoked salmon? I've had smoked salmon. I haven't had a hot smoked salmon. What's the date today? Today is, Monday, March 1, 2021. That's so nice. Address. I can't say this part out loud or else you guys will come stalk me. I'm joking. It's not an apartment, so I don't need that. Have you been on a boat with him, Frida? I want to go on a boat. Alex and I have a boat. It's not really a boat. It's like a boat. It's Alex. Hold on, I only come for chicken eggs and cuddles. Stock. That sounds odd, cuddles from chickens. Well, as long as it's not cuddles from chicken eggs, that'd be weird. Don't you think? Do capitals matter in an email? Because my email, the letter L looks like the letter I. I prefer flaky, meaty fish to slime stuff doesn't fill you up. I prefer anything but eel. I'm not a big fan of eel. From what you're saying, this sounds like a word processing document form they never updated to a web form. They probably get people who print them out and mail, fax, hand deliver them completed. And yet, there's a pandemic. There is no such thing as hand completing anything. You know? We are now, please initial, no thank you, adoption. No thank you. Sign up for the shelter newsletter. Do I really want the shelter newsletter? No thanks. Office use only. Questionnaire checked by. All adoptions are final. Cool. That's the plan, isn't it? God, okay. Let me see. Any false information discovered after, they'll only refund you $30. Okay, cool. I understand that they cannot guarantee the health or the disposition of an animal. It's a fact. They really can't, can they? Let me just make this smaller so that this fits all on one page. They don't want to read the whole thing anyway. Let's make it 11 font, huh? I'm so sorry that this isn't super interesting, but I can't help myself. Okay, I can't get rid of that. I can't get rid of that. Okay, who can I have for my references? Not my mom and dad. I guess I could have my sister's husband is a vet. That would be a good one, wouldn't it? Candace, do you think you could be a reference though? I don't know if you'd be allowed. Not you'd be allowed. I don't know if that makes sense. Who else would be a... Am I even allowed? Frida, I find boats can be a bit bumpy and choppy sometimes. Dave, it's a beautiful city. It's my home. It will always be, though I live a few miles outside in the forest. I love how you word it. Okay. Doing a little think. Hey there, Kathy. I'm filling out an application for some chihuahuas, and they're still open, so that's good. I'm going to try and get it in before they finish. First address, got it, got it. It's part of the fun. Okay, so number 2. You know her IRL, I think that's all that matters, how you treat your animals from another person's perspective. I mean, Candace has seen me interacting with my animals for like years, totally, right? Oh, right! Yeah, she knows, she's seen every one of the animals we've had too. Yeah. Thanks for knowing my own friends' names. When I'm thinking about things, I don't know anything. Can you tell? Okay, let me go look for that. Okay. All right, all right. And number 3. Even better, Frida. I live by a forest too, or more woods. I love it. I feel so lucky. Me too. I love that. I love living near the forest. Makes me feel good. Okay. Just hold on a moment, everyone. Did I put Alex's last name in here? I don't think so. Good, then I can use Alex's sister. Hey, Alex! Ooh, I've had good times in London. I have had also good times in London. Does anyone here practice earthing? What's earthing? Is that where you wear no shoes into the forest? Because not here. That would be sketchy here because people go into the forest and like drink beer and then throw their beer cans or jars or bottles. Okay. Phone number. Okay, good. Let me see. Do I have everything filled out? Let me just double check I have everything filled out. If renting, oh. Okay. Just hold your horses, okay? Okay, where will the pet be kept during the day? Free in the house, free around the house. People who litter, just why? I know, right? Oh, I was right. Rosalie's here. Hi, Rosalie. And David's here too. I didn't see, oh, yes, I did see David already. People who litter, gross. For all those joining, we have passed our regular content, possibly. We have passed our regular content for possibly adopting doggies. We're adopting dogs together, okay? Where will the pet sleep at night? Likely on the bed. Okay, what is the maximum number of hours your pet will be left alone during the day? One. Literally just if we go for groceries, and not even. I hate underlines. Why do they look so annoying? I hate things that are underlined. Is that a weird thing to hate? I don't think so. Ew, I hate underlines. There we go. Okay, true. I'm really sad whenever I see trash in nature. Same. I used to live an hour away from one of the greatest national parks in Poland, and the amount of trash on the trails is always upsetting. What I do is I just bring a bag whenever I go to the forest now, and then I just fill it while I'm out there. Because I'm one of the only people who go to the area of forest that I go to, so when I go to the forest, I'll bring a garbage bag, because I'm usually going there to collect something, like rose hips or goldenrod or feathers or rocks or something. So I bring a bag for that anyway. I just bring a second bag now for garbage, and I usually do fill it, which is sad. Please list the age of any children in the home. Not applicable. Please list any animal you have or have owned in the past 5 years, including those who have passed away. Done. Okay, let's go over it one more time together. Have you owned animals in the last 5 years? Yes. Can we contact your vet? Yes. However, our regular vet has gone on a long break, so we are currently going to a different vet. Were your pet's vaccines up to date, including rabies? Yep. If this was a dog, was its license updated yearly? What do you plan to do with your pet if you move? What do you intend to do with your pet if you go on vacation? How long have you been planning to adopt? Do you understand the responsibilities? Yeah, obviously. Look at all these questions you're making me answer. Obviously. Do you plan to stay in Elton John's condo in Atlanta? Will you invite me? Ooh, Elton John's condo. I do that in the summer. I bring a bag to pick up plastics and non-biodegradable items. For me, it's usually like plastic sheets. I don't know where they're coming from, but it's like probably gardening plastic and beer bottles. Those are like beer bottles or alcohol containers of some sort. And oh, and garbage from people who hunt, which is usually the beer bottles, which is great. You're going to be handling a rifle. Good idea to be drinking beer with your buddies. Great idea. Anyway. Okay, I think I've got it all. All adoptions are final. I don't want it anymore. Okay, now what? Update? Okay. Now how do I give it back to them? This is a download. Okay, hold on. I'm like an old person with technology. No offense to old people. Save? Hey, as a document. Okay, no, let's save it as bonded Chihuahua adoption form March 1st. Because that's how they'll see it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now let's go back to here. Go back into there, and then we're gonna reply, right? If you have any other questions, okay. Please find the application attached. All right, and is that who's caught? Okay, good. Reply with attach. I'm saying it out loud so that people who are listening can understand what's happening. I apologize though, for real. For how annoying this is. Okay, we want that. So we want to go like this. We want that to go in there. Okay, and now let's double check. Open her up, make sure it's filled out. Have you ever done that where you open something and that you sent to someone and then it's just all not filled out? So embarrassing. Hello, we have filled out the form and are looking forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you and I hope you have an awesome start to your week. Laura and Alex. Hello, we filled out the form. No, hello, who sent it to me? Haha, hello first name. Hello first name. Thank you for sending along the application document. We have filled out the form and it is attached to this email. We are very excited and looking forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you, and I hope you have an awesome start to your week, Laura and Alex. Okay, I think that's it. That sounds good, right? Hello, thank you for sending along the application document. We filled out the form and it is attached to this email. We're very excited and looking forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you, and I hope you have an awesome start to your week, Laura and Alex. P.S. We live about 30... we live farther than that. We work from home, so please feel free to contact us at any time. Even though in reality, contacting me gives me anxiety, so if you could just never contact me, that'd be great. Okay, but I won't put that. There's surprisingly little littering in my forest. Almost never find anything apart from the orange grass trimmer I fished out of the lake. This annoying thing that you have to do that with a document. Then again, if they had a very badly executed web form, that would be even worse. I think that the reason that all of these web forms and stuff are awful and their websites are awful is because they're all not for profit and they're all being made by someone who only knows like HTML. So they're like awful websites with awful forms and awful everything that's not meant for this world. Okay, let's see. Downloading. I want to download. Let me see it. Are they filled in? Okay, good, it is filled in. I've done that with school projects before where I sent something into a professor that was just empty. And it's frustrating. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Alex is probably less excited. All right, I'm back from outer space. Apologies to everyone. There's probably a whole bunch of dislikes on this video now. I understand. Please don't be mad at me. Now I can go back to crocheting though. Anyway, that was exciting. Fun time. Yeah, there's lots of garbage in our forest. I'm glad there's no garbage in your forest, Frida, but you're also like in like northern Sweden in the forest, so how many people are hanging out in there? They don't have the money to pay anyone to fix it. Literally, yeah, exactly. They don't have the money to pay anyone to fix it, and if they did get money, they wouldn't be putting it towards that. They'd be putting it towards helping animals, you know? Alex, hi everyone, what are we talking about? We're talking about everything. Fun fact, there are actually 0 dislikes on this video. Thank you, Jessica, for letting me know. Aw, thank you for not disliking this video. You know what it is? People just don't want me to talk to them. As long as I'm distracted and not talking to you guys. You know, someone commented on one of the live streams, you talk too much. And I was like, okay, thank you for your feedback. This is a live stream where it's literally me sitting alone talking. But thank you for that information. Am I a reference? No, I went with Cassia. That was a good idea. I'm sorry. I don't dislike you or anything, Candace. You're a great person. But Cassia really knows how to gas me up. And Cassia's known me for 10 years. And then my sister's husband is a veterinarian, which I guess I should have asked him if he would be a reference. Oh, wait. But I didn't ask him. That's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. He'll know how to answer. If they're like, do you know Laura Bikinas? He'll be like, yes. He wouldn't be like, I don't know who that is. Don't talk to me. You know? Isn't that the point of a live stream, to talk? You'd think so. Of course. Oh, you're southwest of Sweden. Okay, fine. Of course, I completely understand that someone would have to learn to earn an organization's trust before being allowed office or IT duties. Yeah, that too. That's definitely a possibility also, that they just don't want anybody to touch their stuff because it works. You know what I mean? Like, it's not great, but it does work. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 2. Isn't that the point of the live stream? The chit-chatty live stream. But yeah, anyway, that's exciting. Hopefully they'll get back to us, and then I'll go all the way to Niagara Falls. They're not even close to where I am. I thought that they were, like, closer, but it's fine. You're his sister-in-law, it'll be fine. Yeah, I think so too. I'll text him. But anyway, he's a vet, so I feel like he would be a good reference, right? Because then it would be like, wow, if anything goes wrong, those dogs are going to be in the best of hands because they will be with a family that has a vet in it, you know? I thought that would be a good thing. In addition, nope, I don't have an in addition. That's all I had. Okay, so let's see how this bikini top is starting to look. Does it look like a bikini top yet? Not yet. It's just a little ear right now. It will be though. Oh, I'm in a good mood now. Not that I wasn't before, but I'm in like a better mood now. I'm glad we got that finished, because if we didn't do it right now, it would have been something that could have been left behind, and then I would have lost our chance to meet those little friends. Hey, if they're doing a 2-week trial, we get to, that's perfect, because I said, like, do they need to be fostered? And they were like, no, they're adoptable already. They're already spayed and neutered, and they're adoptable. So I was like, okay. And they were like, but we're doing 2-week trials because we can't do like regular meet and greets. You can only do outside meet and greets, and that's not really enough to get to know a dog. So that's perfect, because Thunder is, you know, a little choosy. Oh my god, already? We were unable to open the attachment. Well, that's good, because that means that they, oh my god, that makes me anxious, because that means they are receiving the email. Okay, so now let's save as, and we'll save it as something. Open with, okay, fine. Let's save this as something though, huh? File, where's, no, I want save as, export to PDF. Image quality, best. Export. Export complete. Well, that's good though, because that means that they are gonna see it today. They wanted to open the attachment. Yeah, which is great, because that means they're opening it right now, which is awesome. Because that means they might be like, do you want to just come over right now and pick up these chihuahuas? And I'll be like, yep. Sorry about that. Here it is in PDF. PDF there. We were unable to open the attachment. That was literally 4 minutes after I sent it, they emailed me back. That's a good sign, right? Right, it's a good sign. It has to be a good sign. Why would they? Yeah, it's a good sign. I'm not excited. You're excited. They already got back to me. And they said they couldn't open the attachment I sent, but that's not the point. The point is they opened it. I just sent it back as a PDF. Hopefully they'll open it and they'll be like, come on down. And then hopefully Alex will also be like, come on down. And then we'll have 2 new chihuahuas running around. Had to turn the TV down for a sleepy kitty. Oh, I'm sorry, sleepy kitty. Sorry that I was too loud. Oh gosh. Anyway. Aw. I love dogs. Sorry, just joined. Who are you emailing? Alex, I was emailing the shelter that has 2 bonded senior chihuahuas available for adoption. I was just emailing to see if we could apply to get to know them a little bit, because they're doing 2-week trial periods with dogs right now. Anyway, these dogs didn't even have a hard life. Their story is their family gave them up because they were having another baby. And their first child was mobile, so it was starting to bother the dogs. So it was just a dog that the family like outgrew them. They had their first baby, and now that their first baby was mobile, it was too rough with the chihuahuas. So they just don't. That's it. That's what happened apparently. Which kind of makes me feel sad, but also, what yarn am I using? I'm using, oh gosh, if Nancy's still here, Nancy, do you know which type of cotton this is? It's mercerized cotton. I feel like it's Patons, but I could be completely wrong. I don't remember. But it's nice. I like it. It's so far working for this, hopefully. Are those the ones you showed us on your phone on Saturday? Yes. What's the new project? Nothing. I'm making a bikini now because, well, I guess not nothing. I'm making a bikini because I'm going to see if I can remember how to do it. And if I can remember how to do it, then I'll make like a structured crop top. So it'll be like a bikini will be the basic outline of it, and then I'll just keep going until it turns into a crop top. But right now I'm working on like the triangle boob thing. The question I'm having now, though, is do I need to be putting more stitches in that middle stitch? I don't think so. Dumb people. I had 4 children and I had dogs before the children came. I taught them to respect the dogs. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. But also I feel about it like if you got dogs, like we got Thunder before we ever planned on having kids, but like that's not Thunder's fault, you know? I don't know. I guess there's reasons that everything can happen, and I can't completely judge anyone. Maybe it did get too difficult, but at least it's good because if they had a small child, you've got to believe that if the baby is just getting mobile now, those dogs were pretty well behaved. Because if you had terrible chihuahuas with an infant, you know what I mean? The only reason that they're getting rid of them is because the baby is mobile now, and so the baby is upsetting the dogs. But if the dogs were awful, you know what I mean? My dad is still talking about that dog. He loves Millicent. Still talking about that dog. What dog? Oh, my sister had to do that. She had a German Shepherd and it was just too big when my niece was born. Yeah, so, see, things can happen. I can't judge anyone for it, but at the same time, I feel like my feelings of it is you got the dog. It's your responsibility. And if that means it's your responsibility to make sure that next home that it goes to is good, fine. My feeling of it is your responsibility is to the animal till it dies, because it's like your fault that they are there. Not alive, but there, you know? Melanie, exactly, Kathy. You don't give away your firstborn because they don't get along with your other children. Yeah. I'm judging. I love dogs too. I have my Chihuahua now for 8 years. He's so cute. Yeah, we've had Thunder for 7 years now. 6, 7 years. It's family. That's how I feel about it, is that it's family. And it's like, if you, okay, I'm not putting your sister on the spot or anything. It's just you used the German Shepherd as an example. You got a German Shepherd. It was always a German Shepherd. You know what I mean? It's not like you got a dog that you had no idea what it was and it turned into a German Shepherd, you know? Like, you got a big dog. Like, if you get a Great Dane and then it's too big, you got a Great Dane. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's how I feel about it right now anyway, at the point I'm at right now. And where I'm at, it's, I chose to have Thunder. If he isn't good with children, we'll either have to help make him good with children or help him, like, he'll have to have other I don't know. I'm not going to get rid of him if he's not good for my kids, because that's not his fault. Especially at 10 years old, that dog's been with them their whole life. You know what I mean? Like, how confusing would that be? Because you know that they would have loved the dogs if they got rid of them because of, like, they had a kid. Like, the dog isn't the problem, you know? There's some situations where I can understand it. More often than not, it's just more convenient to give the dog away. Well, I feel the same way about, like, when people are like, oh, I'm moving, so I have to get rid of my cat. And I'm like, no, you don't. Why did you pick a place that doesn't accept cats? Like, you need to plan your life according to the fact that you have them. Like, you can't plan your life and then be like, oh, by the way, I also have animals. No, animals are always going to be part of your life if they're part of your life, or they're supposed to be anyway. Hey, Alex. I did not feed the chickens yet.
What?
I have not fed the chickens. Would you mind feeding them? Lord Simon, I don't know what you're talking about. I have lots of plants. My Scout isn't good with my granddaughter. We just taught her he's a bad dog and she plays with our other dogs. Yeah, that too. Teach the kid that some dogs don't want to get pet. Some dogs don't want to be near people. And like Thunder, he doesn't want to be picked up by other people. He wants me to pick him up. But I mean, like, he's not happy if a stranger comes and tries to pick him up. That really scares him. So it's like, when we have a kid, the kid would just don't pick the baby up because he doesn't want to be. I was watching a pet rescue program on YouTube where an elder gentleman had to give up 2 much beloved dogs because he could no longer care for them. See, things like that where it has to do with, like, old age, or, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody got into a car accident, I mean, like, God forbid, and could no longer care for the dog, okay, fine. I mean, like, when people are just inconvenienced by an animal and therefore no longer want to keep it, that's different. To me, that's a different, like, an animal being an inconvenience, it was always going to be. Like, this isn't new news, you know? Like, a cat lives for 15 years. You've got a 15-year animal. That's how I look at it. That being said, I'm sure things come up, like with Peekaboo, we wanted to keep her. We can't because Alex is allergic to her. You know what I mean? If my parents didn't want to keep her, what would we do? My parents want to keep her, so we're lucky. But, you know, the stress you put on those animals, they feel rejected. Poor babies, right? I need a good crochet mushroom tutorial. I feel I need a basket of cute little mushrooms. A mushroom. So probably, like, if you made the pattern for, or if you used a free pattern for a hat worked in the round, you could start with that. That'd get you the top part of the mushroom started, the cap. My husky loves people. She wants to interact with every living human on the face of the planet. She doesn't like other dogs, though. My cats, on the other hand, are scared of the noise and too many people. Yeah, Thunder doesn't like noise. He doesn't like too many people. He doesn't really like other dogs. He likes other people when they come one at a time and they're quiet, you know? Like, he's, as long as people are, like, fairly quiet, Thunder's okay. He just really doesn't like to be afraid. He doesn't like to be surprised. As long as he doesn't get surprised and he knows you're coming to pick him up and you're quiet and calm, he's cool with it. And with Thunder I am. I don't get him too excited because he doesn't like it. It scares him. Like, even if he's having a good time, if he gets too excited, he gets scared and he'll go lie down. Like, he's just a shy guy. If we have like 2 or 3 people over, they're fine. But if we have a party, they're all trying to get into the basement or hide under the bed. Yeah, poor babies. Millicent's breeder knew there was a chance that I would be too allergic, though we did all the tests, and in that case would take her back. Well, yeah, breeders will often do that if, like, if you're going to get rid of your animal, contact the breeder. Like, for purebreds, I've seen that on a lot of, like, applications, where it's like, same with shelters, though. Often with shelters, if you want to rehome, you have to give it back to that shelter, which is kind of cool, I guess. That was Thunder's policy, although Thunder's from a rescue that no longer exists, so that's not really possible, but... So he doesn't like loud noises and strangers. Is Thunder afraid of thunder? Indeed he is. Well, he's more afraid of lightning, but he is very afraid of thunder. He doesn't like loud noise. He doesn't like to be... He just doesn't like to be surprised. And he doesn't like to be cold. And he doesn't like to be uncomfortable. I have younger cousins who know my cats hide in my room and they always ask if they can go get them. I have to gently explain my cats are nervous and maybe they can visit some other time. Yeah. What's your favorite crochet stitch? Probably half double crochet. I'm bashing anyone here. This is my feelings. I worked in a shelter and the things you hear, why they give up dogs. Yeah, well, can't do anything about what other people do, but I can do what I can to be a good vibe, aka bring some dogs into the house. I think this is gonna turn into a triangle eventually. It's not quite. I have a good friend who's a very active volunteer with a rescue organization. She very consistently predicts which quick adoptions at adoption events will fail. Oh, true. Adoption events, people have a lot more belief in themselves at the beginning, right? But same with like me. I'm like, oh, we can have 2 new Chihuahuas, and then when Alex and I were talking, I was like, is that a good idea? So I get the hype, getting hyped up about adopting a dog. But at the same time, I don't understand when people do it for like gifts. Like, I got you a dog for Christmas, but like that's risky. It's a risky present. My breeder's nail, she got me the perfect dog. Hey there, Donka. Are you gonna get another dog from them, Frida? Not yet, but I mean, is Millicent gonna be the same, is Millicent's breed the same one you're going for? Are you gonna do the same breeder, or are you gonna get a whole new breed or a whole new breed? I know you said black poodle, but same black poodle or new kind? All the dogs, and Millicent was one of the least allergenic in the litter, but she also fitted me best in mood. That's nice. I like that idea of having, you know, breeders who like would actually pick the best thing for the people and the dog, like rather than being like, this one's pretty, I want it, being like, well, this one has a disposition that might go better with your family. We got my 3 cats from the same woman because she was friends with my mother. We rescued my husky from a family who weren't giving her the care she needed. Danka, I'm working on the first piece of a bikini, and Thunder was he was surrendered with a friend, which makes me sad because that means he had a Chihuahua friend. 2 Chihuahuas were surrendered together, and yeah, he was Thunder and Ozzy were the two dogs, and Thunder was actually Ozzy, and Ozzy was actually Thunder. So when we brought home Thunder, had him for like 3 months, they emailed us and they were like, oh, sorry, you got Ozzy, not Thunder. And we were like, we only kept his name Thunder because we thought his name was Thunder, but his name was Ozzy. And I wanted to have all dogs that had Rockstar themed names. Like I wanted to have a dog named Freddy, so I could say Ready Freddy. Obviously my sister stole that name, so now she has a dog named Freddy. But anyway, if we had had Ozzy, it would have gone perfect with my Rockstar theme, and I could have had Ozzy and Freddy, and it would have been adorable. Now we have Thunder. Thunder doesn't go with anything. I was not promised a dog before we came and met them and talked for like 2 hours, and then I didn't know which one I would get. They did a personality test before anyone knew which dog they would get. Wow, that's really cool. That's crazy. The dog we had for many years when I was growing up came to us because someone wanted to give her as a gift, but then learned it wasn't possible for some reason. Ooh, a miniature schnauzer. David, that's on my list of dogs to have someday. I really love miniature schnauzers. We fostered one, and after we had him as our foster dog, I was like, I didn't realize how amazing of a breed they are. They're so lovely. Obviously, this specific dog may have been really lovely, but I mean, wow, they really have a lovely little disposition, don't they? They're definitely on my list. They're definitely sweeter than a Chihuahua, that's for sure. Don't get me wrong, I love my Chihuahuas, but, you know. Thanks, Alex. How are they?
Good.
Haven't gone out and hung out with them today. Thunder's character sounds exactly like the character of my Chihuahua. CJ was a cat. Yes, so Thunder is a Chihuahua and CJ was a Bengal cat. The two of you you'll likely get are both Chihuahuas. Can you say your favorite breed, or is that a coincidence? Oh, it's definitely not my favorite breed. Alex likes Chihuahuas, but my favorite breed is not Chihuahuas. I love them because I love Thunder, and if they have anything similar to Thunder, I'll love them. I love their size. I love how they look. Thank you. Could you take the eggs away and put them in the fridge? Thank you. I just wanted to show everybody. I wanted to have dogs with operatic names. Violetta, Alfredo, Lola, probably not Torrendo or Brunhild. Yeah, I want to have, what would go with Thunder? It's a girl and a boy. Their names are human names. They're not names I'm going to keep if we have these dogs. Not that, we're not even looking to adopt dogs right now. Honestly, it's just that they're what we would be looking to adopt if we were, see, no, we're not naming them Lightning. No offense, but I don't want to have Thunder and Lightning. Anyway, I don't need to justify myself. The point is there's a boy and a girl. So then what's your favorite dog breed? Probably poodles. Probably I'd prefer poodles the most. I do really, really, really like miniature schnauzers. So I would say it's probably poodles and miniature schnauzers. I'll make a guess. Thunder and Lightning, like the song Imagine Dragons. Thunder. Donner and Blitzen, lol. We thought about Donner because Donner means thunder and Blitzen means lightning, but we thought about Donner having Donner, Thunder, and Alex?
Yes?
Do you remember the word for thunder in Russian?
Sorry?
The word for thunder.
The
word for thunder.
What do you mean?
In Russian.
Grom.
Grom. So we were thinking Grom and Donner and Thunder. Gromka. Little Gromka. But it's a boy and a girl. Labradoodles. They are sweet, aren't they? Stuck in your head now, Laura. Flash, Bruce, Pepper. Guess my theme for cats. Aww. That's so cute, though. I love themes. Little superheroes. Stuck in your head now. I love bulldogs, pitties, pugs, and doodles. Give me all your favorite breeds. Tell me your favorite breeds, friends. So Keely, thank you for telling me yours. What is everybody else? Because I love a good dog breed. Labradoodles are popular here, so they're crazy expensive. $5,000. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I feel like all dogs here are like $1,000 at least. Alex and I were looking online, just browsing. Crazy. All of them, Kathy. Yeah, but like, obviously every dog is the best dog, but what dog, when you see it, do you have to cross the street and ask the owner if you can pet it? You know what I mean? Like some dogs you'll see and be like, that's a cute dog, and then some dogs, like an Afghan hound, I'll cross the street to go pet it, because how often do you get to see an Afghan hound? You know, what dog would you cross the street and ask the owner to pet it? No, what dog would you cross the street and ask an owner who's on the phone to pet their dog? You know what I mean? You have to really want to pet a dog to bother someone who's on their phone, I mean. Bernese mountain dogs. Oh, sweetie birds. I love Bernese mountain dogs. Also pugs. Oh god, a black pug is like probably one of the cutest things. Pug puppies are very cute. Bernese would be his second favorite. They are really sweet, aren't they? Every single dog. The big fluffy polar bear dogs. Oh, aren't they sweet? Which one? The Akita? Not Akita. Not Akita. There's the white ones that are Samoyed. The Samoyed or the other ones, the ones that are on farms as livestock guardians. Small wrinkles. Yes, so small, Melanie. So small. Mini Schnauzer, Goldens, Poodles, Labradoodles, but mixes are great too, and it's rare to find a purebred rescue dog. Yeah, I feel like mixes, you get the most beautiful things when you mix two different dogs together. Like when people mix a husky and a chihuahua, they get like this beautiful tiny husky dog. Although, don't, like, why are you mixing those two dogs? But yes, totally. Like, when you find dogs in a shelter, they're like beautiful, random, just dog. Like, what kind of dog is that? Dog. It is dog. My brother and sister-in-law have a pug named Rosie. Rosie's a good name for a pug. Little Rosie. The sun is out. I can see it brightening through my windows. I do got a soft spot for oh yes, I do have a soft spot for Yorkies too. Oh, and Italian Greyhounds. I don't want one, they're just too fragile, but anytime I see one, I make an effort to interact with it. I don't want one. Again, they're just too fragile, but I do love seeing them. Mixes are usually healthier. I've heard that, and it makes sense. It's just, you can also get such beautiful things that come out of mixed like dogs when you just find a dog. Like, often, any dog that I've thought is so beautiful, and I ask the owner, like, what kind of dog is it? Like, almost every time I've ever done that, it's like, oh, a bunch of different kinds. We've got her at a shelter. Like, and you never would have found that type of dog at a breeder. Well, I mean, I guess you would have at some point, because it had to be from somewhere. Same, they're like paper dogs. They're very cute, but they can break their legs if they jump off of a couch that's too tall. Sheepdogs, Shetland sheepdogs. Oh, Shetland sheepdogs are really nice. My mama wanted to do a breeding program with some standard poodles and a English sheepdog, and they would be sheepadoodles, and it's a very cute mix of dog. I'm still working on convincing her not to do it because I don't think that any more dogs need to be bred into the world. But I'm not in control of anything that is not my own decisions, so I can't do anything about it except be like, don't do that, you don't need to breed dogs. But it would be a cute mix though. My ragdolls are named Baxter, Tiki, and Isabella. My Maine Coon Harry died last March. I'm sorry, your Maine Coon Harry died. My husky's name is Kira. Kira's a nice name. They have the most beautiful smile. Who does? Oh, the Shetland sheepdogs. What my mom would have called a Heinz 57. the beautiful, weird, random mixed dog. I think they're called Chow Chows. The big, bear, fluffy dogs are so cute. I always want to hug them. Chow Chows are the ones that have big wrinkles, like big, weird wrinkles, right? No, Chow Chows are the ones with the black tongues. Shar-Peis are the one with the wrinkles. Dachshund, so cute. Dachshund, whatever. Pronunciation is hard. I also love, oh god, totally, Cocker Spaniel. Oh, an English Cocker Spaniel. The cutest thing in the whole world, actually. Among the cutest things in the whole world. Bull Terriers are stinking stoic. I find them beautifully sculpted. The only thing I don't like about Bull Terriers is the fact that since their eyes are triangular, there is no white showing on their eye. It's just iris and pupil. And it makes it hard to tell how they're feeling. And since their face has been like bred to be so like a horse, it's hard to tell what they're feeling. You know what I mean? Like, I can tell how Thunder's feeling based on how he acts. Blue tongues? Oh, did I say black? Are they blue? They have colorful tongues. Now I want a dog. Oops. Now I want a dog. No oops. There's a documentary called The Science of Cute about how dogs evolved over eons. It's the muscles around their eyes that make them expressive. Wolves and huskies don't have those. So it makes sense then for the Bull Terriers. The muscles around their eyes are obscured by that big, weird thing that people bred into them to have a big outward shaped face. I used to be obsessed with corgis and always said I was going to have a corgi named Crouton. Oh, Crouton the corgi, so cute. I don't know, any dog where I can't read them makes me a little stressed. Like, that's the only thing that I'm stressed about with pit bulls, certain pit bulls. The ones that are bred with certain breeds that end up having the triangle shaped eye. It's like most of the bully breeds that have that triangular shaped eye, I can't really read their face. Like, their face doesn't tell me like I'm stressed, I'm happy, because I don't know, I just can't see it, so I don't like it. I like to be able to tell what a dog's gonna do just by looking at them, and for the most part, most dogs I feel like I can, but certain breeds it's harder for me to tell. like a Rottweiler, I can pretty much 100% read a Rottweiler. They're just that you can see their eyes, and they're like a sweet. They show you what they are feeling. You're not gonna see a Rottweiler and be like, wow, like that looks friendly, and then have it be vicious. You know what I mean? You're gonna be able to tell. At least in my experience. Whereas like certain like bull terriers, I've had more than one occasion when a bull terrier wagging its tail looking at me when I go to put my hand down. The owner says I can say hello. I put my hand down, and then the dog is reactive, and there was no warning. So I don't know. I like all dogs, but I also like to be able to trust my own feelings around dogs, and for that I need to be able to read them. He's not throwing it, just waving it about. Ola's practicing frisbee golf throws, so there's a frisbee coming at my face. Just waving it about. So it feels like there's one coming at you. Thanks, Ola. Very nice. I love the dogs who have their own channels on YouTube. I highly recommend Oshi's World, a Golden, and Reuben the Bulldog. Reuben the Bulldog. Reuben's a cute name, isn't it? It's all about body language. Yeah, body language, but for some dogs I can't read it. Like, some dogs I can, some dogs I can't. If I was like an active person, I would want Australian Shepherds and Border Collies. Border Collies are just so beautiful, and Rough Collies, oh my god, like Lassie, such a beautiful dog. Oh, look at What About Bunny? It's a dog that can talk through buttons. Those are so weird. I've seen them with cats and dogs, and I'm wondering if it's like, I mean, not manipulated, but manipulated, you know what I mean? Like edited so that they just make it look that way. And then it's like, no, Thunder learned how to touch things when I told him to, and he knows a bunch of words, so why wouldn't he be able to learn them? Thank you so much. Would you make me something to eat?
What would you like?
I don't know. What is there? A sandwich, maybe?
Sure.
Can I just have... It's gonna be weird, but can you make me a specific sandwich?
Sure.
Can you make me toast and then put butter on it and then put ham on it?
Sure.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I want to say lettuce, but I don't want to eat lettuce right now. So no, I think just ham, but also I want buttered toast and I want a ham sandwich. So I'm thinking if we just only take the ham part out of the ham sandwich and just add that to buttered toast. Can you do that?
Do you want 2 sandwiches or 1 sandwich?
No, I want 2 pieces of toast with butter on them.
Yes, got that.
But I want a piece of ham in between them.
Yep, got that.
That's all. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're a good man. I almost named one of my cats Reuben. A Reuben is a type of sandwich. Can you tell where my brain is at? I'm a hungry lady. I know what you mean, but she really does communicate. I mean, she doesn't know the words on the buttons, but she's learned what happens when she presses them. I mean, pigeons can. Sounds good, Laura. Very good. I got a golden lab called Mellow. Aw, but she's bloody nutter. That's so funny. She's called Mellow, but not. It's an odd sandwich. Yes, it is. It's because I'm craving buttered toast, and I'm craving a ham sandwich. But I don't want 2 sandwiches, and I don't want to eat a ham sandwich. I want buttered toast, and I want a ham sandwich. So I'm having a buttered toast ham sandwich, okay? Whatever. I used to eat literal, like a baguette, a chunk of baguette with a chunk of cheese and a few slices of meat, and I would eat that like not even as a sandwich, just as the items. So whatever. It's odd, but it's probably gonna be good. I mostly want the buttered toast, but then I was thinking about a ham sandwich. Ham, sam, wham. Sam, wham. I was bitten on my face by a rough collie when I was 8 years old. Not really a fan anymore. Yeah, I could see why. That wouldn't make me a fan of them either. I just think they're a beautiful dog. You believe that my first word was Jackson, the name of my dog my family had when I was young. That's so cute. Jackson. Imagine your poor mom and dad being like, really? We feed you, we tuck you in, we change your dang diaper, and you know the dog's name? I would be offended. Walked away for a minute. What did I miss? You missed me ordering a sandwich from the Chef Alex, and you missed us talking about our favorite breeds of dogs. I think you were there for that still. Jessica, yeah, I know. Yeah, I'd be offended, but I'm also easily offended. No, I'm not. I'm somewhat easily offended. Look, we've almost got a nice triangle shaped thing. Took my outer shirt off because I'm warm. Found I had thrown on a pet rescue organization t-shirt. Well, hopefully that's good luck, David. I almost said Dan. Hopefully that's good luck, David. For me, I mean, because those chihuahuas are really, really cute. What should we name them? I'm talking about it like, first of all, like we've been accepted, and second of all, like we even get them into our home, and third of all, like we end up adopting them. I know none of those things have happened. I'm just saying, if we can play pretend, what should we name them? Hey, Alex, what should we name them?
What?
The chihuahuas.
Oh, I didn't think that far yet.
Well, it's a girl and a boy. What do you think? I think your thorough answers will be very highly regarded. I sure hope so. Alex says he hasn't thought that far yet. That's because he thought that I would make the grown-up decision.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde and Thunder?
Yep.
How about Bobby and Emma?
That brings back memories.
I know, right? Remember how Bobby used to bite? He bit my ankles. He like full on attacked me, remember?
I know.
That dog was nuts. Bobby and Emma were these two
And he never had them on leashes.
these two chihuahuas that lived in our building when we were living in Ottawa in this like old apartment building, and the owner never put them on leashes, and they were miserable chihuahuas. Like, they loved him and they would never hurt him, but if you were in the elevator and the girl dog came anywhere near you, the boy dog would full on attack you and like lunge. He like bit me multiple times. Once he like bit on my pants and the owner had to like shake him off of my jeans, and he was like, oh, haha. And I was like, that's lucky he's small, but I mean, still, your dog should not like viciously attack someone in an elevator. I mean, it was a chihuahua, so a vicious attack isn't the same thing as a vicious attack from another type of dog, but I mean, still. Soup and beans. Bert and Ernie. Ernie can be the girl. Aw, Bert and Ernie, that's cute. I love the names. Bert, Bert, Bert. I'm over here like soup and beans, butter and toast, and they'll probably still be reading the long form, probably. Bonnie and Clyde. How about sky-related names? Stella and Rocket. Oh, I like Rocket. What do you think of Rocket, Alex?
Yeah, I like Rocket.
We could have Luna and Rocket. I know you said Stella, like stellar, but then in my head I thought Stella Luna, and I was like, I like Stella Luna. Luna. Okay, let's think of other weather things. We've got tornadoes. We've got cyclones. We've got thunder. We've got lightning. We've got rain, clouds. Oh, thank you. I like Rocket. What do you think of Rocket?
I like Rocket.
Thanks for the snack.
You're welcome.
Satellite. Monsoon. Bunny the God understands what happens when you press a button. She even invented a word. She calls farts play poop. There's not a fart button. That's so funny. Tsunami. I would end up just calling her Nami. Or Rocket. I like Rocket. Snow, rain, clouds, nimbus, cumulonimbus. What are the cloud types? Cloud types. Oh, see you later, Jessica. If you're free Saturday, I'll be back on Saturday. Okay. Stratus, cumulus, altocumulus, altostratus, nimbostratus, cumulonimbus, cirrocumulus, cirrus. None of those are good. Weather related dog names. Google has everything, you know, they probably have it. Autumn, blaze, blizzard. That's cute. Dawn, echo, Eddie. Those are not weather, but that's fine. Let's see what we've got. Bean is one of the options in here. This is delicious. It's just butter on bread, but okay, let's see. Flash flood. That's not a name. Frost. A little frosty. Mist. Oh, because then it would be misty. No, there's too many misties for dogs. Polar. Nino. El Nino. Radar. I like radar. Rocket, radar, and thunder. That sounds kind of cute. Twister. Twister, thunder, and rocket. Typhoon. Vane. Vortex. Winter. Geyser. Terra. Luna. Cliff. Aries. Aurora. Comet. Aw, Comet and Rocket. That sounds like a cute little adventuring trio. Cosmo. Doppler. Dwarf. Jet. Kelvin. Luna. Lunar. Major. Mars. Norma. Nova. I like Nova. Soinging. You're so vain. Soinging. Sounds like a little cute adventuring. If I'm depressed, I need to watch one of the movies or series. Sorry, I was busy doing my hair, putting on my 2 cents dogs. I would cross the street to pet a commandor. What's a commandor? Commandor. Oh, the little dreadlocky poodles. Very cute. I actually touched the shirt that went into the pond. What? Oh, I see. Still talking about you and your Pride and Prejudice. Oh, good luck, Caroline. Sorry. Unpick and redo the entire neck ribbing for a newest turtleneck project. So this came at the perfect time. Well, good luck. Sorry that you have to unpick a whole collar. All right, have they emailed me back yet? No, not yet. Join my Patreon. There's 2 dogs, but they're $300. Join my Patreon so I can afford to buy some new dogs. Just sat down. Oh, I read that. David, it's the absolute best. You guys are funny. Cosmo and Wanda. That'd be cute, though. The sweater that would not die. They had an option for a Harry Potter reference. They could have called it the sweater that lived. But no. Singus? Caroline, the way I'm reading it, it makes you sound so like, it's okay. It just sucks when you think you've finished a project. That's how I feel. I feel like I want to give you a hug for it. That's the goal, everlasting sweater. Lyra. Too close to Laura. Never seen or read Harry Potter. Well, that's weird. Where are you from? You've never seen or read Harry Potter? What? What? No. For real, for real? It's exactly the way I feel. I'm sorry. That was good. Even though it was weird, it was good. Sorry, I needed to eat something. I was feeling really hungry. I wasn't allowed as a kid because it's witchcraft. For real, for real? Did you grow up religious? My mom was too interested in us reading for any of that to be a problem. My parents had, my mom's a teacher, so when it came out and it was a long book, we had them. And it just went through every person in the house, you know? My mom read it, then my brother read it, then my sister read it, then I read it, then my little sister read it. We just went through all of them. I have neither read nor watched Sheltered Household. That's so crazy. That's so crazy that they would think that it would make a difference, that like you're gonna watch this and be like, well, I should leave the Catholic Church. That little child. First of all, come on. Second of all, okay, it's witchcraft, fine. But like, are you not allowed to watch any movie that has any type of supernaturalness in it, you know? Kind of with my grandparents though, that's probably why. Fair. And they both read so much so I could read Stephen King. Right? That's... I used Harry Potter to get better at English when I didn't have any more English classes in school. Went well, now I read mostly English books. I liked it. It was I think the first real series of big kid books that I went into, you know? Like when I was little, it was like the first, like we did like Babysitter's Club, and then we did the, what were there was this trilogy of books about bats. There was Sunwing, Firewing, and Nightwing. Nightwing, Sunwing, and Firewing. There were these 3 books. I feel like that was my first entry into young adult reading, and then I got into the Harry Potter books after those. So it was like my first grown-up number of pages when I was a kid reading chapter books. Waverly Place and the Magic Tree House. I watched Wizards of Waverly Place. Oh. Get out! It's too dangerous. Ursa and Major. Lol. Little Dipper. And I'll have Ursa Minor as one of them, and we'll call the littler Chihuahua Lil Dipper. Come on, Dipper! Thunder, Dipper! Hey there, Eccentric. I recently got a book of short stories by H.P. Lovecraft. Ooh. H.P. Lovecraft. He's the guy who did all of the Cthulhu and whatnot, right? It was such a basic... My first novel was The Fault in Our Stars. Yes. Lil Dipper. We'll call him Lil Dip. First, I was grown up when the books came out. Second, I was already an Anglophile but not interested in fantasy. I think I'm the only one in the world who isn't into sci-fi. Well, that's fine. I guess the already being an adult thing probably was part of it. I read the Jane books when I was in my early teens. Dipper. Dipper? I hardly know her! Melanie. Come live closer to me. I feel so much better after that sandwich. I'm honestly looking at the clock because they close at 4, and I like, it's almost 4, and I'm like, maybe they'll reply. Maybe they'll reply before they leave today, but they won't. They won't. Why would they? I wouldn't. If somebody emailed me after lunchtime, I'd be like, that's a tomorrow job. If you email me before lunch, I can make it a today job, but you emailed me after lunch, so it's a tomorrow job. That's how I do in my head. Or at least that's how I did when I worked in like a office. I mean, I work in the coolest office ever now. When I go and talk to my colleagues at the water cooler, it's actually just Alex and it's at the fridge. Millicent is barking in her sleep, which is one of the best things ever. Barking dogs in their sleep. Unless it's like a full bark, then that's kind of weird, but like when they do that sleep bark thing, so cute. Hey Alex, can we have 2 more Chihuahuas? Thanks for thinking about it.
No worries.
If I were to leave for whatever reason and come back with 2 chihuahuas, would it affect our romantic relationship? No. I'm just joking. I would tell you I was going to pick them up. I wouldn't just bring home new animals. Right, Thunder? Oh my gosh, can you imagine? You'll have somebody to cuddle with, buddy. You miss CJ so much. I know you do. I know. You miss CJ? Yeah. We were so startled, but it seemed to be a good dream because she was all happy, wagging her tail in her sleep. Are there horses' carriage? Hold on. I can't pay attention. Oh, she woke up the other night with a full howl in her sleep. Poor baby. I can't pay attention to books unless they're nonfiction, unless it's before bed. I will fall asleep, but it makes good books last, which I love. I can't pay attention to books unless they're nonfiction. I can't pay attention to books unless they're nonfiction, unless it's before bed. I will fall asleep, but it makes good books. Okay, understood. I have to start, I say this every time we talk about reading. I need to start reading again. I want to start reading again. I've just been doing other things, so reading wasn't on it. Okay, you want to see how this little bikini is starting to come along? Let me just get to the top again so I can show it to you. That was confusing, I'm sorry. That's okay, sometimes it's not you, so I had to read it a few times because sometimes I just still skip a word and then I won't understand a sentence, but then I'll read it again and I just skipped a word. So I had to double over and double check that it was not me. So, it's not me, it's you. Doesn't reading chat count? If it does, then I don't need to learn to read. I don't need to read. I know how to read. Well, debatable. I know how to, in theory. If reading the chat counts, then I am basically a novelist. David, I'm afraid I don't read like I used to nowadays. I mostly read in one place, but yes, I know the place. I remember that place used to have books in it. When I was growing up, there were always like books or magazines in that place. We don't keep any books or magazines in that place. We also don't have people over though, so we don't need to have like a supply of magazines for strangers. Would you realize it's almost 4 and you've done no homework? Stress! Only if we all have Grammarly installed. Yeah, but if you have Grammarly installed, it has a copy of everything you ever type. Because it's correcting your language by knowing all of your language. Like, it's an app, so instead of you paying for the app, you're giving them all of the data from when you're working on your project, where you're working on your project, like your geolocation, and what time you're starting and what time you're finishing, so they know what hours you're normally working. And then also all of the contents of your typing are saved because they would need to know what you're writing in order to correct it, and then that data can be sold and basically pulled apart, which stresses me out. So yes, you could totally use something like Grammarly, but my brain, anytime something's free now, Alex has hammered it into my brain that nothing's free. Nothing's free. No software is free. If you're getting it for free, they're taking something. And what is the thing they're taking? Usually it's your like cache data. They can get access, if you're using Grammarly on your phone, then they can get access to your notes, because notes is a place where you can type. They also have access to all of your text messages, because anywhere where you're typing in your phone is under the realm of Grammarly once you've downloaded it. So anything that you're typing, think about anywhere that you're typing. Even if you've only opened a notes app and you don't open all of your notes, it has all of your notes and all of your contacts, because you can type in the contact area, and all of your text messages. And yeah, if you're doing work emails, I wouldn't want to be using Grammarly, because that work email could have private information, you know? Stress me out! The future is dark, you know? You always have to have a book in an unnamed place. You guys are funny. No one wants my crappy papers. Fair. Never thought I needed it. Scary Graham Marley. Yeah, right? I read car magazines. Grammarly, thank you. What about plant genus names? What about them? Oh, for the dogs? No. I feel like they have to fit with Thunder. They don't have to, but, you know. I feel like I would want them to. Especially since they're a bonded pair. I need to make them fit in with Thunder. But I like names that end in E sounds. Like Millie or Fluffy. Those are not example names, but there hasn't been such a thing as privacy in many, many years. That's a fact. Here I am, oversharing to you all on the internet. Giving you a play-by-play of my life. Hey, at least I'm doing it consensually as opposed to having it taken from my phone. The place shall not be named. I used to have it on my computer. I've been procrastinating updating it so I can use it again, but not anymore. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you off of it. Alex just scared me off of everything. Any software. If it's free, it's not free. Find out what they're taking from you. Usually it's just your data. Which honestly, like, it might not be a big deal for like normal people ever, like in our lifetime anyway, but the idea of it is scary. Like, yes, anyone knowing your location is unlikely going to be an issue, but like if you think about it, if someone knew when you were working, right? If they always knew when you were working, imagine like if a nefarious actor knew when you were at work because they knew when you were using Grammarly, they would know when to break into your house. I mean, not gonna happen in real life, but like if you want to be, where do you think you're going? You better not be snoofling around. Why are you looking for snackos? No snackos for you. Need tea and Nutella on bread. Be right back, but listening. Someone was talking about a documentary about social media data mining. Oh, that's the Social Dilemma. That's right? Social Dilemma? No, that's the one. That's a movie. Is it the Social Dilemma is the documentary one? Yeah, there's totally. My mom makes me keep a tracking app on my phone. Sorry, Maggie. A child of the 2000s. Same cheap crap from Walmart fast fashion. Someone's paying for it. Yeah, someone's paying for everything. I hope it's not Alex you're talking to about that. Talking to about what? It's not Alex you're talking to. I believe that's it. Hey there, Scrappy! I feel like it isn't people mining the info that use it for harm later on. It's collected and then you don't know how well they protect your information. Exactly. And also, once it's collected, it's sorted, right? So it might not be sorted in a way that you can read, but it might be sorted in a way that somebody else can put through an algorithm to make sense of, you know, like your security questions or whatever. I meant in that manner. It was supposed to be funny, but the moment has passed. Sorry. I missed. Sometimes it goes over my head. Anywho, yeah. I don't know. Have a good weekend. Oh, bye, Brittany. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of your day and have a good time at work. No, it was my mistake. Well, sometimes, probably a mix. Don't forget to like the video, by the way, friends. If you're hanging out, crocheting, chit-chatting, thinking about dogs, whatever you're doing here, don't forget to click the like button. Pretty please. In Hawaii, a sun shower is also called a ghost rain. Oh, that's a sun shower ghost rain. So we could have ghost, is what you're trying to say. Yes, even them saying you can download your own info is pointless unless you have an Alex, because it's all jargon. Yes, exactly. I have an Alex. Yeah, I have myself an Alex and he protects my datas. We can never get divorced because I don't know how to download music. I said that to him. I don't know if we could ever get divorced because I don't know how to recover my old things and I don't know how to download music. I don't know how to torrent. I don't know how to do any of that. That's what Alex's are for. Did the last live quit early? Yes, it did, Claudia. I got all excited and flustered about 2 dogs that were on a local shelter's page, and then I went out with Alex. We went to my mom and dad's house to pick up a cheesecake, another cheesecake. Yes, we had another cheesecake. And then we had a little drive, which was nice. Didn't get any oxalis though. Candice, you were asking me that on Facebook. I didn't reply because I knew we were going to be able to talk here today, and I wanted to let you know. We did go to No Frills, or not No Frills, to Food Basics for an oxalis, a shamrock plant, and they had the green ones, but I don't need any more green ones. I just want to get the red ones. So then we stopped at Kohl's, our local nursery, and they didn't have any like oxalis at all, no shamrocks, so not yet. No shamrocks for Laura. Hold on. What you working on? I'm making a bikini, or I hope to be making, it's probably going to be a crop top, but right now it's like the top part of a bikini. But I'll end up turning it into some kind of crop top. But yes, we did try, and I did see them at Food Basics, but they only had the green ones, and I want the red one. Hi guys, I'm super late. Hey Kiana, good afternoon. And Dan, there's companies that mine data based on credit and debit transactions and sell that data. Are you paying for a health club membership with your credit card? Potentially lower insurance costs. Yeah, that makes sense. In the future. Are you only buying fast food on your credit card? Sorry, you are ineligible for this low rate of insurance. I could see that in the future. Goddess of Storm. Goddess of Storm and Thunder. Oh, Storm is kind of cute. Little Stormy. And then we would have Thunderstorm. We could have Blitzen, Stormy, and Thunder. Although people would be like, Stormy, like, what's her name's baby? I have an Ola for that purpose. But not only. Oh yes, there's also love. There's other purposes I use my Alex for. And I try to be a useful individual to my Alex. I do my best to reciprocate the benefits that Alex brings to my life. Keely, I feel like you're the only one who's still naming the dogs. I love you and I'm happy for you to keep naming the dogs, but I think you're the only one who's still naming them. We're getting somewhere. It's cute, right? And also, since it's made this way, it like fits boobs, which is great. Breezy and Blizzard. I don't hate Blizzard, I'm not gonna lie. I think that's kind of cute. Blizzard. The problem for me is I don't like how it feels in my mouth to have the letter Z. Since I have a lisp, words like blizzard, they don't feel right to say, and I can never make them sound right when I say them. Or at least they don't sound right coming into my ears. Blizzard. It just, my mouth has a hard time making Z's and S's still, so I don't really like how blizzard sounds when I say it, so I don't. Oh, Flurry! Flurry is cute! My little Flurball! Flurry. I like Flurry. That's okay, I'm determined. Good, I'm glad, because I like suggestions, because more suggestions are more possibilities. I like Flurry. I saw a cute crochet short sleeve top made with mercerized cotton, and I thought of you since you were asking what to make. I'm literally, because of that, I'm making one. I'm making a top. Little Flurb. Little Thunder, because Thunder, we call him Mr. Bean anyway, so Flurb and little Bean and Flurb. Little Flurby. Miku means beautiful sky. Oh, that's cute. Miku. That's a cute name. Miku. Thunder, I'm not picking you up. I have no food, and you're not having any of my tea. So go away. Go away, Senor. Senor Beans. Be gone. How is little Thunderbeans doing? He's doing well. He's lonely. He's feeling lonely, and he's telling me a lot. He's being, come here, over this way more, over here. He's telling me in his own way by like trying to sleep next to Peekaboo and trying to always be on my lap or with Peekaboo. I don't want to hold you right now. I just don't want to. I'm crocheting. But he's doing okay. He's a little lonely, and I can like feel it because like he'll get up in the middle of the day and just wander around. What? Oh gosh, come here. Hi. What? What is your problem? What is your problem, huh? Why are you so needy? Do you need new brothers and sisters? You need new puppy dog to love. You need a new puppy dog. You're very, very nice. Nice puppy. Oh my god, that sounded so sad. Yes, he's faking it. It's all fake. You're a scam artist. You're the cutest little scam artist. Mwah. My beautiful scam artist. I guess we could do Thunder and Loki. Whoa. Look at this neck. Look at this. We all gained some COVID-15, didn't we? Did you gain some quarantine 15? Huh? You little chunky monkey? Anyway. Here's my... What? I know, the neck rolls are a whole other thing. Sorry, I just heard Peekaboo. Between him and Peekaboo, you guys are harboring scam artists left and right. I'm here for the scam. Maybe I'm the scam artist. He's such a meme. He has a lot of neck rolls, that's for sure. The grown-up version of the freshman. Yeah, the freshman 15 is the quarantine 15. Freshman, imagine freshman 115, oh gosh. Although in my first year of university, not first year, I think in my third year of university, that's when I gained my weight. Freya, Norse goddess sunlight. Freya is already a dog in my family, so we can't have Freya. Ew, your breath is nasty. Yuck. Oh, I found the nail clipper, by the way. I haven't done his nails yet. God, I'm not the only one who talks in a weird accent to their pet. I hope everyone does. Mine was the freshman 80. Yeah. Tiny and Bo. Bo is a cute name, but Bo was my best friend growing up. One of my, best friends. And I can't name a dog Bo, unfortunately. His name wasn't spelled B-O-W, it was B-E-A-U, but I mean, still. It's the thought that counts. I got a frisbee on me, it got away. Hello. Me here, any new information? I talk like an idiot to my dogs. I talk like an idiot to any animal, even if it's inappropriately timed. Like, oh, hi, can I pet your dog? Yeah, sure. Oh, the little, like, it gets, yeah. Are you getting a new dog? No. However, on Saturday, we were scrolling through the pet adoption thing, and there were 2 chihuahuas, bonded chihuahuas, 9 years old and 10 years old. A female and male. Can we just, he's resting his head on my tummy so that he can stare into my eyes. Hi. Hi. So, no, we're not, Frida, lol, definitely. So, no, the intention, oh no, surrenders, yes, surrenders and they just went on the site. So I did fill out an application for them. But right now, there is no foster to adopt, and there's no meet and greet the way there normally is. They're doing 2-week test runs, so I applied so that we could meet them for a 2-week test run. Honestly, you know, no, we're not looking for new dogs. 2 new dogs got surrendered at the time when I was looking at them, so we applied just in case we could get in and meet them. Oh, Sunny. Oh, that's kind of cute. Sunny is kind of cute. Thunder and Sunny. What do you think of Sunny? Hi. Hi. Oh, you missed him? Don't cry. He's crying, looking at me, going... Okay, Frida, obviously. But I want all the dogs always. I don't know. Thunder's lonely. I like dogs. They've adopted you. We haven't even met them yet, and they've adopted us. Well, yes. Like, obviously, I want more dogs. And I know I want more dogs, and I know we planned, like Alex and I had talked about in 2021, getting another dog or more dogs, like 2 dogs, because I intended on getting a bonded pair. Like when we were talking about it, I said I would prefer if we could get older chihuahuas, janky chihuahuas, or bonded chihuahuas, because nobody wants to adopt 2 dogs. So I had all intentions of getting a new dog in 2021, prior to CJ getting sick, prior to Peekaboo coming into our lives, prior to all of this. So yes. Oh, Rosalie, have a good rest of your day. Thanks for coming. And have a good night too, I guess. Sleep well. But anyway, yes, it's been our intention, not short term, like long term. We've wanted to have lots of chihuahuas. So 2 came available, and we have started the process Nothing is set in stone, nothing is set in anything, so no, I'm not necessarily doing that, but maybe. I gotta switch to phone so I can get ready to pick up a rental car. Ooh, cool. A rental car. So grown up. Thunder, Striker, and Sunny. Oh, Striker. Imagine, Striker. Thunder, Striker. What is Striker? A Chihuahua named Striker. Thunder, Sunny, and Luna. Thunder, Sunny, and Luna. Stormy, Sunny. Thunder represents the storm part. So Sunny is cute. I do like Sunny a lot though. Luna's cute too. I do like Striker though. That's cute too. Little Striker. Anyway, I also remember the Chihuahua herd conversation. Frida, I remember something of a herd of dogs. Yes, so we want a herd of Chihuahuas eventually. And so if 2 of them come into our lives, I'm not going to be unhappy about it. I have a kitten named Luna. That's cute. It's a girl and a boy, Scrappy. A 10-year-old girl and a 9-year-old boy. The girl is tan and white, and the boy is black and tan. Thunder, Sunny, and You. What were their names before? Their names before are people names, like Aaliyah. I'm gonna check again, because when I saw, I was like, what are you doing? I don't know that that's a thing that you needed to call that dog. Aaliyah, spelled with an H and a Y. Aaliyah. And oh, Kalijah. Anyway, they're human names. They're not dog names. So they both end in ah. So if that helps, if there's any names that are, I like names that end in E though, like ye sound. Love it, Frida. Scrappy Millicent's mom is Ziggy Stardust. Little puppers. Hi Laura, glad I could catch some of your streams today. Hey Angelica, I'm glad you could too. Welcome. There was a dog in a very popular American sitcom named Murray. Murray's a cute name. You is an Avatar, the last Airbender character who turned into the moon. Aww. Turned into the moon? Was it sad? Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm doing well, thank you very much. I always loved the idea of a dog named Frank or something. I always loved the idea of a dog named Freddie, and then my freaking little sister got her second dog and named it Freddie, and I was like, and she was like, his name isn't Freddie, it's Alfred. We just call him Freddie. You call him Freddie. I can't have a dog named Freddie if you call him Freddie. So now I can't use that name anymore. So thanks. I'm just gonna find out what she wants to name her kid, and then I'll have a kid first. Or I'll name my dog her kid's name. That would be good. No, I'm not a like vindictive person, but at the same time, oh, Freddie's such a good name. What are you making, Laura? Angelica, I'm working on one boob of a bikini right now. One side of a bikini, I guess is, oh my god, same thing, right? I was like Freddie Mercury, that's what I wanted, and then she was like, no, it's Alfred, like Batman's guy, and I was like, I hate you, and then we never spoke of it again. One boob. Well, I'm working on the one boob. There's 2 boobs. I'm only doing one right now. Mercury. I'm not gonna use that as a name though. You know, it needs to have a good nickname to go with it. That's what I like about Sunny, is it sounds like a nickname. That sounds fun. Be alerted and things like that are some of my favorite things to make. I mean bralettes. I'm calling it a bikini, but it's gonna end up as a crop top, aka a bralette, because I don't wear bikinis. And so I don't need one. I am much more likely to wear like a crop top with a cardigan over top of it than I am a bikini. Of course, in both scenarios, it would only be in my backyard. But anyway, Frida the doctor. I meant bralettes. I had a strange man on my post. A strange man. I hope it was the doctor. Or, hear me out, a band of dogs named after all the members of Queen. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. But Freddy's so good, because then when you're leaving for a walk, you can go, ready, Freddy? And then the dog can get excited about going out for a walk. Am I right? Imagine if we went from 1 dog to 3 dogs. I would be very happy. I'm honestly, though, very happy just continuously growing the number of animals that I have. Scrappy, ultrasound in my heart today. Oh, right. It was very respectful and my heart is great. Good. I'm glad that your heart is good, Frida. I forgot. I didn't even ask about that. The Queen names sound like a bag a day idea. Oh, did anybody else watch Evie on Lil Jon's Yarn? I watched for a little while and I was like, oh my god, this is so weird, because I feel like I've spoken to both of those people through their live streams. You know what I mean? Like, I've had chats where I've been in the live stream with Lil Jon's Yarn asking her questions and she's answering me. And I've had the same thing with Evie, and Evie comes here, and then seeing them both on a video felt so surreal, because I was like, oh wait, they're like businesses. I was looking, I don't know, it's interesting. I don't know, did you guys watch it? Hey Ashley, Lil Jon's Yarn and Evie did a collab where she like interviewed her and they chatted a little bit, and it was really fun watching her talk about spinning yarn, and yeah, I don't know, it was nice. I saw Lori, I saw that you were there. I wasn't in the chat, I was just watching. I think I said hi at the beginning of me being there, but I didn't stick around in terms of chat. I just watched while I was crocheting. And I got to see it beat. So cool. That's so weird. I never wanted more than 1 pet at a time. Look at me now. I never wanted only 1 pet at a time. I've always wanted to add more pets. Like, literally always. I haven't been to Little John live in quite a long time. She often replied to my comments. Yeah, it's fun to be in there. She's fun. She's nice. She has given me ideas. Her live streams have given me ideas in the past where I've been like, that's a good idea. She has like a sign that says support Lil Jon's via super chat, and I did that for a while. I copied that sign and it actually did work. People super chat when you have a sign that's like, I have a sign that says Last Minute Laura. If I change it to like super chat to support the channel, people super chat, and I didn't think it would make a difference, but I tried it and it did make a difference. I stopped obviously at some point, but yeah, I don't know, that was a cool thing that I got from her as a Kathy buddy. Buddy would be cute too. Thunderstorm and Chaser. Thunderstorm Chaser, oh god. I haven't been, oh there. So do that. Yeah, it's yeah. Anyway, she's got good ideas, and she's been around a lot longer, and she's got like 100-something thousand, 150,000. I've really been wanting a small bird, but my mom said she doesn't want anything with a heartbeat. Nothing with a heartbeat. I mean, a bird has got noise that it makes too, though, right? I always wanted at least 1 pet. I want another dog, but I want to make sure I always want to keep room for fostering. That's fair too. Yeah, well, these dogs weren't available for fostering because they're already adoptable, and can I show you them? Honestly, Scrappy, you're gonna be like, oh no. Or you'll be like, wow, that's the cutest thing ever. Probably you'll think it's the cutest thing ever because you're like not a sociopath. Look at this dog. Look at it. Look at her ears. That's a real animal. That's a real animal that somebody decided that they couldn't keep anymore. Look at her. Look at this dog. So that's why I had to put in the application. The ears are bigger than her whole face. Her ears are literally bigger than her whole face. And she's a deerhead Chihuahua. And for those reasons, I'm in. I'm crying. Literally, the first time I saw her, I got so excited I had to leave the stream. So, I understand. She's very cute. It's the ears. It's all the ears. And she's old, which is lovely. And they said their teeth are good, which is great. Looks like a baby deer. Yep. I want to get a cat, but I'll be living in a teeny tiny 1-bedroom for a while. I'm worried it's not enough space for them to run around. Oh, a 1-bedroom's big enough for a cat. The only reason why I would say a 1-bedroom isn't big enough for a cat is for you to get away from the smell of the litter, KM. If you can handle the smell of the litter in a small space like that, then you're fine, but the cat is gonna sleep on your bed most of the time. Like, the cat's gonna follow you from room to room. Give your cat vertical space. Just put some, what are they called? Invisible shelves. What are the ones? Floating shelves. Just put some floating cat shelves. Bada bing, bada boom, you got room. When I buy a house, I want to have a designated area, like an in-law suite, just for fosters. We have, one of our bedrooms is a pet room. Like, it has a pee pad, a dog bed, the cat litter. Well, now it doesn't because CJ passed away, but it has like a human bed, a dog bed, a pee pad. It had the cat litter, and it has like all of the supplies for the animals. And then Peekaboo has her own bedroom. So right now the cat litter is in Peekaboo's bedroom instead of in the animal room. I just liked the idea of them having like a space that's separate from like our living space, that if we were to have people over, that they could like go somewhere safe. Ashley, totally. Or a cat tree. Shelves with carpet on them, lovely for cats. Totally. Just add a spot for the cat to climb. Exactly. And clean the litter boxes every day. With Peekaboo, I have to clean the litter box every day. With CJ, I cleaned the litter box, like, honestly, twice a week on a heavy week and once a week on a regular week, and I thought that was normal. Peekaboo needs to literally have her poop scooped every day because she poops so much. CJ wasn't a big eater or pooper. Right now I can't really take any steps in that direction. I dream of having a sanctuary for homeless senior dogs. David, we should just go in on it together. Whoever wants to join the tea shop dog rescue Dalmatian plantation. You know, at the end of the 101 Dalmatians. Anyway, you never know when you might have to provide emergency housing for strays like Peekaboo. Honestly, I'm just gonna leave the room after Peekaboo goes to my parents. I'll just clean the room, but I'm gonna leave it. I am, because literally, if anything happens, I want to have like a rehab room. And now that that room's kind of been safetied for a cat, I'll just keep that as our animal supplies room. Because you keep pressing on her belly, you were moving that poop. Oh my god. I wasn't pressing her belly, I thought there were babies in there. I didn't want to hurt them. Everything online said that you could seriously damage kittens by pushing around on a tummy. So I would just lay my hand on her tummy. I wasn't going to be like palpating, pushing. But yeah, definitely. How were there no kittens, honestly? Right now she's on her own pillow in the middle of the sofa between us. True love, Frida. Ashley, since I can't have a little bird and I'm living at home, I'll move out and get my own bird and won't bother anyone. Yes, good idea. Aw, little birds. Someday I would like to have finches. Just like a bunch of them. I'll name them, like I know, like I want to have a bunch so that it's kind of like just birds, but I'll name them. I told you they can have a phantom pregnancy. Maybe she did. I think, honestly, Scrappy, I think it was probably the worms. Like, now that I'm like going back looking at everything, I think that I was so convinced that she was pregnant, but it was the worms. And then as she came in, you know, the worms went away and then the pregnancy went away. So yeah, I bet that I misread the worms as pregnancy. I would want a budgie or a cockatiel. Aw, cockatiel. Go with the cockatiel. They're way cooler. Budgies are cute, but they're like, cockatiels are way calm, way more calm. Either way, at least Peekaboo is gonna get fixed. At least she has no worms. She's got a warm place to stay. She's not gonna get pregnant ever again. It's just a bummer I don't get to hold any kittens, but I'm more embarrassed than anything, honestly, because she's fine. But me, my pride is severely damaged, I must say. I was surprised that I was so wrong. I really, really didn't think I was wrong. I really thought she was pregnant. And I'm very confused by my own misdiagnosis of this cat. So my pride's a little hurt because now I feel like I know nothing about anything. But, I mean, I'm glad that she's healthy. I'm glad that she doesn't have to have any kittens. I'm glad that I don't really have to deal with any of that. But I did want some baby animals in my life, you know? Oh well. My parents are excited about her. Well, my mom's excited about her. Literally, how could you have known though? No need for embarrassment. No, but like I knew she was pregnant is what I'm saying. Melanie, I knew she was pregnant. So the embarrassment comes from the fact that I knew she was pregnant, and then her not being pregnant took so much time for my brain to just understand because I knew she was pregnant. Like I didn't think she was pregnant, I knew, you know? But I didn't, obviously. If I thought that, then I would think I'm stupid. Yeah. That's where I'm at. It's like basically was like, well done, Laura. I had an Amazon parrot, amazing animal. His name was Hugin. We had him for 10 years, but then we had to rehome him because of a triangle love drama. I remember that. He loved Ola more. So funny. I love the parrot. The parrot loved Ola. Ola didn't really care. No one was happy. He's 23 now. I hope he loves his new mom and dad. Both of them, not just one. Darn cats. I mean birds. Darn birds. Also darn cats. Just in general. Darn animals. So I'll have to make another one of these triangles, and then I'll sew them together, and then it'll be built up from there as a bikini. I'm not going to put it on my actual boob because I don't want you to be looking at it, but I'm flattening it out. There, that's how big it is right now. There we go. Cats are butts. But we love them. Yes, cats are butts. Total butts. Birds are cats with wings. I mean, I feel like birds are more like lizards or rodents than they are like cats. I feel like birds are kind of like a lizard rat, a rat lizard. If you could mix a rat and a lizard, I feel like that would give you a bird. You somehow need to add feathers via miracle, I don't know. He definitely loved his new mom. I could see that right away. He didn't really care for other people than Ola and me, but he sat and sang on her shoulder on the first visit. That's sweet. My neighbor has a cockatoo. Ooh, a big bird. The big white ones. They've had it for 21 years. His name is Casper, and they take it for walks around the neighborhood in a cage on a stroller. That's nice. So weird. People are so weird with their animals. I used to think it was so weird that people put clothes on their pets, and now my dog is wearing a sweater right now inside, so I don't know. Well, lizards did come from birds. Lizards came from birds? I thought birds came from lizards. I thought it was like fish, lizard, bird. Am I backwards? They're just so weird. They chew on your papers and books and bump their heads against you. Totally, cats do that. Hi everyone, good night to Turkey. Hello Nerman! Good afternoon from Ontario. I still miss him, and I hear him. He could say, "Godag, godag," and do lots of tricks. I trained him. He could lay on his back in my hand. Sweet bird. How big was he? Boop. Yes, they boop. The nice head butts. The neighbor says Casper needs some fresh air. That's so funny though. Why can't they just have him on like a leash, you know? Imagine just a bird in a cage in a carriage, pushing a bird around. It seems super strange to like push a bird around, like an animal that has wings, you know? Don't you think? I don't know, yeah, weird. He could also just screech the same sound over and over for hours. Yeah, that's the thing that I don't love about cockatoos. Their screech noise is so loud. They're so pretty, and when they're being cute, they're so cute, but when they're just repeating a loud noise, no, that's a no from me. I don't think I could handle a cockatoo. Are you so tired? Did you have such a hard day today? He had to go outside like 3 or 4 times today. It was warm enough, so he had to go outside and spend a few minutes out there walking around. Mom didn't just let me go pee and then right back inside. Abuse, abuse. Not really though. There. Sorry, I have to make sure. Poor baby Thunder. Yes, he has such a hard life, Mary Grace. He really struggles. He's suffering. Gotta go to bed now, Alex. Sounds good, Alex. Love the chat, but my alarm clocks are going to go off early. Oh, now that the sun's coming up early. Well, have a good rest of your night then, and get some good sleep so that you're ready for tomorrow. I was thinking dino ages. Oh. You think birds were still before lizards? Maybe 20, just let it fly. Kind of, right? Maybe 20 centimeters like a kitten. Ola says, 2 bananas big. That's pretty big. 2 bananas? What kind of bananas are you eating? 2 bananas as in 2 bananas beside each other, or 2 bananas head to tail, head to tail? Probably 2 bananas beside each other. Also, I think that I love Ola. 2 bananas big. Sounds like an Alex measurement. I feel like Alex and Ola could get along. No, you and Alex are supposed to get along. Me and Ola are supposed to get along. That way you guys can go skiing in the mountains. Hope you hear about the dog soon. Thanks, Alex. Me too. Little sweeties. If not, though, that's okay. I'm not gonna let my heart break over some dogs. I'm not gonna let my heart break over them. He was pretty big. Oh my, we had a laugh. Nakira Tours. Oh, I like her. She has birds. She's funny. I like her hybrid channel. Is she a funny or is she a crafty? She's a fun crafty. I do, but there's many theories of, oh, it's nuts. Oh. Well. I don't know. Could have gone bird, back to lizard, back to bird. Who's to say? I do think that dinosaurs are just big birds. So, someday they'll be like, oh, the skeletons were missing beaks because the beak disintegrated over faster than the skull did. So that T-Rex, it actually had a big long beak. You know, I would not be completely surprised. I would be like, oh, that's fine with me. Don't look. Still need more. Wow, do you remember at the start of quarantine I did a major food stockpile? Are you almost done your stockpile, Scrappy, or is it still a huge stockpile? Are you still prepared? Have you run out of toilet paper yet? The only problem I see with having a bird are when I let it out to play in the room, I'm worried it'll pick up my yarn and tangle it up. LOL. I'm just grabbing the last 2 of a particular canned item. Well done, because that was some time ago. I'm prepping dinner. Or are you prepping for the aftermath of the nuclear fallout? Not funny, but anyway. Did you know that chickens have dinosaur DNA in them? Yes, chickens are the closest living relative to the dinosaurs. I did know that. Which is weird because we have sharks, which are literally dinosaurs, and we have like tortoises, which are literally dinosaurs. So it's weird that chickens are the closest living relative. Going to listen, but chopping an onion. Gonna put it in the fry pan, a little bit of butter, a little bit of garlic. Simmer that up, and then add the next stuff. Always just, if you're unsure about what to cook, cut up an onion and put it in a pan with a little bit of butter. You're gonna figure something out by the time that onion is golden brown. And alligators and crocodiles, exactly, Candies, exactly. Hi, I had to leave. What happened with the dogs? Nothing has happened with them, cats. I filled out the application to foster/adopt, and we're waiting for them to, I guess, check the references. Keely, you say that, but I've been calling everyone comrade. LOL. Comrade. My mom and dad always thought that narwhals never existed, and they still don't think it's a real animal. To be fair to them, though, Ashley, like, does it seem like an animal that should exist? You know? Like, look at a narwhal. A unicorn whale? Really? I don't know. I can see how you could get to a point where you're like, I don't think that's real. I think you're pulling my leg, you know? At least, that's how I feel. Narwhals are strange. What a weird, why are they unicorn? And why is the horn twisty, like a unicorn horn? Anyway, narwhals are cool. How many bananas big is a narwhal? End to end or side to side? Because different. I would say probably, I don't know, aren't they like the size of like a manatee or something? Well, look at an ostrich. Yeah, no, ostriches are totally looking like a dinosaur. That's what I mean though, Candies. Big bird can't fly. That's literally what I mean. If you think of a chicken and multiply it by 100 in size, it's a T-Rex. Like, just take the skeleton of a chicken. A little bit, not quite. But you get the idea. It's basically just a very small T-Rex. It's a tooth, if I don't misremember. I believe you are correct. It is a tusk. I don't think it's a tooth. I think it's a tusk. But why does it grow out the center of their head like a unicorn horn? And why is it why is it swirly like a unicorn? Small arms. Very small, right? Maybe those weren't arms. Maybe those were wings. You know, like if you look at a bat skeleton, it looks like they have big fingers with long arms. Or big hands with long fingers. You know? Whereas a chicken, same idea. If you see a skeleton, it looks like they have hands that work. No, it's just wings. Imagine now a little winged, you know, scary Tyrannosaurus Rex. Because there's birds with teeth and beaks. So it could have, because, you know, the Tyrannosaurus Rex had teeth. Maybe it also had like a keratin-based beak that disintegrated because it wasn't in the circumstances that feathers or a beak would have made sense, you know? We'll find a frozen dinosaur in an iceberg one day and find out for sure. Melanie, you and me. It's true. It's gonna happen, and you and me will be able to go like, see, they're birds. What did I tell you? But for real, I bet you that will happen, and they'll either find a furry, like furry like an ostrich, not furry like, or furry like an emu, not furry like proto feathers, not feathers the way like a parrot has feathers that are the long skinny ones, like a ostrich or an emu. It'll be covered in that, and it'll have a big ass beak made of keratin that didn't survive because it was not something that would last. Unfortunately, sooner rather than later, I'm sure. Oh yeah, totally. The dinosaurs will come out of the icebergs, and then unknown viruses will come out of the icebergs, and then I don't think aliens will, but something feel like it's not good for everybody. It's not good for anybody for those ice caps to melt. Only that would be so cool. It would be cool. Well, they found the mammoth baby, right? That's cool. Now they just need to find some big ass dinosaurs. That would be great. I have nightmares about this. That's how the zombie apocalypse happens, is the ice caps melt, which means Florida goes underwater, and then a new virus is given to the world, and Florida's underwater. Two things. I want to see them clone a mammoth. They can't clone it because the gestation period, the reason it keeps failing is because the gestation period of modern elephants is incompatible to the gestation period of mammoths, so the babies are born too early. That's something that they're dealing with. They haven't gotten past the DNA part, they're still doing that too, but one of the issues is that mammoths' gestation period was significantly longer than elephants, and they don't know how they're going to keep the baby mammoth inside of a living elephant. Interesting. Aliens will come out of the icebergs. I mean, lol, can you imagine? Or if there was like some past civilization, that would be cool. Wow, crap, poor elephant mamas. Yeah, they had the same issue with this variety of camel. It had a closer gestation period to a variety of llama, if I'm remembering correctly. So even though there was this camel that was being cloned into existence, they had to have it gestate inside of a llama, if I'm remembering correctly, because the gestation period was incorrect for the animal. It was closer to a llama's gestation period, and then the baby died anyway. So interesting. When I worked for the federal government, I discovered that not all dinosaurs were extinct. Some were at my workplace. They're still there, Nancy. At the federal government. That's where they still are. LOL. But for real, though. That's so funny. Sackville, New Brunswick. And my local university town will be the first place in North America that'll end up underwater in less than a decade. So I'm going to go there to take science. Be super immersed. Not in water. Bad choice. University town will be the third place in North America? So first, what? Florida. What's the next thing in North America that's going to go under? California? The edges, no? I feel like Nova Scotia is like higher up on the rock. At least the way I have seen it. I'm reading a book about a future where extinct animals are reanimated and we can catch diseases from them. That's great! That's... so unlikely, right? I think anyway, maybe third in Canada. I mean, great. Hopefully that's not something that'll happen, but it will, because the world is melting. Don't know if you guys knew. I'm in coastal North Carolina, so I wonder. I hope not. I hope that all these places just get to stay above water, but at the same time, scientists are pretty smart. Either way, not good, Melanie. Either way, at some point, it's on a list. Can you not make me feel self-conscious about my belly? How is my belly big enough for you to rest your head on? Do you know that that hurts my feelings? Do you? Sounds interesting. What's it called? Maybe you would like Stephen Baxter's book. The place is already below sea level. Great. Fun fact, on Halloween we dress up as skeletons, but every other day of the year our skeletons dress up as us. Very weird. But also, if you think about it, like, your nervous system is where all of your memories and thoughts and planning and personality is located, and your nervous system just looks like a really weird jellyfish. So we are a jellyfish. What is it? We're a weird alien jellyfish attached to a frame wrapped in a meat suit living on this planet. Oh, South Carolina is also below. Good to know. The tiger flu. Very good. A fun, oh, I got that one already. Current events definitely add a vibe to it. Yeah. Lol. This is looking pretty good, I think. A good color. I think it'll be a cute little shirt. Something simple. Might as well make a couple of cute clothing items for summer. I feel like all my crochet is sweaters. Let's have a crochet short sleeve, huh? I hope I'm above sea level where I live. Probably I am. I'm above lake level. I live on a mountain, so I'm sure I'm above sea level. I always felt strained kinship to jellyfish. Hey, it makes sense. It's probably why we see octopuses, octopods, and we go, wow, that's a magical creature. It's because we're jellyfish. I hate frogging rows because of silly mistakes. Same. That happened to me with the bolero like 4 times. I had to pull back like 8 or 9 rows 4 different times, and I redid the rows wrong, pulled it out, redid the rows the same wrong way. It was frustrating. I think the issue is we're right next to the Bay of Fundy, which has the highest tides. The Bay of Fundy is a scary place. You can get trapped or die. It's also cool though, because of those cool things. When I went to the Bay of Fundy, I was young, or the last time I went, I was young. But it is cool. If you are in North America, would recommend, because it's not going to be there either. Once a little bit more erosion happens, all those cool cave systems that the Bay of Fundy is like photographed for, they'll fall. They're already like eroded. My audiobook service didn't have it. Wherever I travel, I like grape jelly. I mean, that's pretty much the same thing, David. So you're good. Whenever I travel overseas, I make sure to bring a handful of rocks from my own country and scatter them in random locations to potentially confuse geologists in the future. I love that, Ashley, and I think that that is a wonderful, wonderful thing that you do. That's so funny. Can you imagine? They'll be like, this must have been money. In the early 20th century, people were trading gems and stones across vast distances, and this is the only artifact we could find. Little do they know there's Ashley like bringing a handful of gravel and throwing it in another country. The famous flower pot rock on our Medicare cards fell over during Dorian. Oh, really? The flower pot rock. Oh dear, it's on overdrive, the service used by libraries. Ooh. I've always wanted to visit the Maritime Provinces and the Pacific Northwest. I want to visit the Pacific Northwest. I want to see those big tall trees. We don't have those crazy ones here, the ones that like change your life. I want to see them as grown-ups. It had trees growing out of it. Right. Hence the name, right? Good, very good. Fun fact, no matter what temperature it is, it's always room temperature. I mean, if you're in a room, it's not room temperature if you're outside. Redwoods, yes, the redwoods. I was gonna say sing the colors of the wind, but that says sycamore. How high does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. Giant redwoods are amazing. I can't remember them. When I was little, we went to BC, but I can't remember it. Like, I can remember the things that were fun to me as a child. Like, I went horseback riding. Lots of fun. We saw a lot of cats. There was a cat with only half a tail. Loved it. You know, but can't remember the fun things. I love these facts, Ashley. I feel like Ashley has a tab open. Dadjokes.com. We have the tallest tree here by me. Really? The tallest, like, the tallest tree? Or you have a tall tree near you? What do you mean? Ashley, you'll be providing some future grad student with a thesis project. Yeah, they'll have like theories about it. Sometimes I wonder what happened to the people who asked me for directions. They didn't get where they were going. Is that what happened? On the tip of Denmark, you can stand with 1 foot in the Atlantic and one... What? That's cool. The name is General Sherman. Oh, it is like the tallest. That's cool. Gotta be cool. I want to say hello to you and it, right? Hello, I'm here to see the tree. Dun dun da. This was a great idea to use up my mercerized cotton. I've been to Oregon on choir, cool, in college, but all I can really remember is a river gorge our bus driver drove along that was amazing. I need to travel as an adult. I want to do road trips across our country. Just the States too, though. Actually, just North America. I just want to do driving around. What if you cracked your knuckles and your fingers started to glow like glow sticks? That'd be amazing. Imagine if that worked every time. Like, you go into the basement and on your way down to the basement, you just crack all your knuckles and then you go in to get whatever you need in the basement. That'd be amazing. The General Sherman tree is the world's largest tree measured by volume. It stands 275.83 meters tall and is 36 feet in diameter at the base. Oh my gosh. Of course, as a Southerner, I have a completely different association with the name General Sherman. Is he a bad guy? Wait, you're a Southerner, so then for you, is he a good guy? You say Southerner, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're a... What's the bad guys? I don't have the word for them. Confederates, Confederados. What are those people called? The ones who still want to use the flag? Republican? I thought your surname looked Scandinavian. He was a Confederate general in Civil War. That means he's the bad guy, right? The Confederates were the bad guys. What were the other guys called? The not Confederates. The Nationalists? No, wait, let me check on that. Okay, so the Confederate, who's not the bad guys? What's the other guys called? Correct, Laura, thank you. The Yankees are the good guys. The Confederates are the other team. Yankees, Confederates. Okay, got it. The Northerners were the Union. Oh, the Union. Okay. Wait, so does that mean that... it doesn't matter. Okay, so I've been thinking about something. Ready. Do teeth taste like nothing, or do we just get used to the taste of our teeth? When you brush your teeth, it's the only time that you clean your skeleton. I'm not even American. Well done, Frida. We Canadians. We're Canadians, forgive us. Yes, in general. Lol, the Yankee. Man, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm a Canadian. I'm sorry. That is what I am, okay? I don't know. I know nothing. I know nothing of your confederation. That's amazing. Love meeting fellow Scandinavians online. My dad and I used to drive to Sweden when I was little. fun. My family, well, the ones that aren't from like Canada and then Scotland are from Nova Scotia. No, are from Lithuania. Farts are just ghosts of the things we hate. I'm telling you, Ashley, she's got the tab open to www.dadjokes.org. Ashley, ew, sorry, everything about the skeleton. Weird. Ah, this is gonna be such a cute little, I mean, right now it's just a triangle that took me like 4 hours to crochet, but that's fine. So it's gonna be like a larger top, and then it'll, hold on, I'm gonna have it attach. So it's gonna be a low V, but then this I will extend down once it's been attached. It'll extend down. It's what Southerners call Northerners. I wanna say more related to city folks. Forgive me, Sherman was a Union general, and his name is known for a march that left a wide path of destruction. I'm not sympathetic to the Confederate cause, but war is always ugly. War is always ugly. Keely, it's what Southerners call Northerners. I want to say more related to city folks. Don't watch Ex Machina, Frida. Caroline, we took the boat several times a year when I was living at home. I can't understand a word of Danish. It's embarrassing. I like to eat Danish. Danishes. Not Danish people, the tasty snacks. I liked Ex Machina. I don't know. I liked it. Also, hey beauty, good afternoon. Also, it's almost 5 o'clock, so okay, I gotta do this one online. Haters don't really hate you. They hate themselves because you are a reflection of what they wish to be. It's about robots, but they peel their fake faces off. Yeah, it's creepy, but in a fun way. So since we're just about at the end of the stream, we finish at 5, friends. I just want to take a minute and thank our newest patrons. Thank you so much, Baba Wool, for joining. And thank you, Nina and Asha and Yoli Curls. Thank you. Those are the newest members of the Last Minute Laura Patreon group, the patrons. Thank you so much for joining, for being a member. Oh wait, no, we got another one today, didn't we? Somebody joined. Kim said she joined as well, right? So I'll have to add her name in as well. But thank you so much for joining my Patreon. If you are somebody who does Patreon, you should join my Patreon because there's a possibility I'm about to spend $300 on a couple of dogs, which are old, janky, bonded Chihuahuas who need a loving home. So that's a good reason to join my Patreon, I think, because you'll get more updates about those dogs. Also, you'll get free, not free, you pay because it's Patreon. You'll get access to all of my bullet journal patterns, like these new ones that I made yesterday with my recipe for how to make pink avocado dye, or this one, which is a pattern for a shawl turtleneck thing, or this one, which is a pattern with a drawn pattern, you guys. With drawings and full instructions. So, yeah, join if you want to. If you don't, that's totally okay. And I will see you on Saturday. I'll see you on Friday when the video comes out, but I'll see you on Saturday. Patrons, you'll get the video on Thursday and you'll get the pattern on Wednesday. I love you guys. I will see you on Saturday, unless I feel like streaming on Friday, at which point I will see you on Friday. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're new, wish me good luck, and send good vibes my way because I need them. Love you guys. Have a good rest of your day, and thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.